What's up? Thanks for watching. If you want to come see us live, there are tickets available for us at the New York City Comedy Festival this Friday, November 12th, 6:30 p.m. at the Gramercy Theater. Buy your tickets now. We'll see you there.
I have heartburn. Okay. This is on the Instagram, on the Twitter, the podcast, and the YouTube. For 3 days now, I've been wearing a pinky ring I found in the bush, trying to piss Kevin off. I knock on it every time he's around. When I drink, I make sure I drink with my left hand in front of him. He has not seen any. He has not said anything yet, but I've watched his eyes lock on a few times, and I'm just waiting to see how long it takes for him to explode. No one say anything. No one fucking be like, don't talk about it so much that I have to address it. Just leave it alone until he loses his fucking mind.
Every podcast he doesn't say something, add something. Like another ring, a chain, just keep going.
Good idea.
Yeah. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
It's another edition of KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network. Today, I would say, I think our entire career as the KFC Radio podcasters has built to this moment.
Oh, yeah?
I think that what you're about to... Right in the middle of that and everything? I don't even know what that was.
That was genuine. That was catching, like... I don't know.
You know the rules. No lowering the bar before podcast. Them's the rules.
That was honestly just, that wasn't, I don't know if that was a lowering the bar exception.
John, that was lower. Well, yes, you could do that at any given
You
time.
just
but that
said
was,
you drank a gallon of milk.
yeah.
I drink a half.
John had a half a gallon of milk and like a 10,000 unit, Skoll unit Carolina Reaper chip.
Yeah. It was Reaper and something else. It was good. It was fine.
Nitro Bear was way worse.
Nitro Bear was way worse. Nitro Bear fucked up my entrails for a long time.
Nitro Bear fucked up my week of life.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm lowering the bar. Every now and then, Vibs does, it's like, touch this funny feeling thing and like, eat like this Thanksgiving dish because it's Thanksgiving. And then he's like, sometimes like, eat this hot thing that will burn your tongue off. I legit said no to this one. I was like, this is not, I don't do this anymore. It hurts. It hurts me. I don't like it. It would be like if lowering the bar is like, hey man, today, like put your hand on the bar. I'm gonna hit it with a hammer. It's like I'm just not doing that.
Yeah, it's painful.
So I watched, and then I turn around. John's sitting there. I said, I can't do this. I gotta go do the podcast soon. It's gonna hurt too much. I turn around. John's sitting down there. Great. You know the rules.
It did make me a sneaky little realization where. After I ate it, I was going around, and for some reason, I was just doing laps around the building, and for some reason, like 3 or 4 separate people tried to talk to me, and I would start the conversation, and I would just go, can't talk, eat a hot chip, and walked away.
Can't talk, ate a hot chip.
I mean, use that all the time now.
People probably just
people are like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, go ahead. Like, my new thing is can't talk, eat a hot chip.
You could do like whatever you want here when you think about it. Like, you know what I used to do at Deloitte? I would just say like, how did I phrase it? Not tragedy. I would say like family issues. I mean, I just got some like family stuff to take care of, and they all would be like, okay, whatever you need. It was like it was early, but it was still like we can't like as an employer, I don't want to fuck with this guy. Who knows what's going on? But at Barstool, you can almost be like, I can't talk right now. The thing happened on that show, and people be like, "Whatever, I don't know. That could mean anything, man. That could mean you're getting fucked by something on lowering the bar." Anyway, you burping fucking weirdo. I think all of this has built to this moment. I think what you're about to watch and/or listen to is podcasting perfection that we have built over the years, getting better at podcasting. That we have built, growing our like stature to get big guests, big names. What we've done over the past few years to become what I think is like the most prominent. We have the most prominent podcast for comedians not run by a comedian.
Correct.
Like any of the big comics can just call up their friends and get whoever on the show. We know that. Joe Rogan and all these guys can just be like, yeah, I want Dave Chappelle, I want Chris Rock. Yeah, the best of the best. aside from that, as just regular podcasters, we have the best podcast on the planet if you want to get comedian content.
Yeah, we're the gym teachers of stand-up podcasts.
Yes. Yeah.
If you can't teach. If you can't teach gym.
Right.
What's up?
Yes. That's exactly it. It's like we would be like spitting chiclets. Imagine if we were spitting chiclets, but we never played hockey. That's what it's like. We get all these guests the way that they get all these hockey guys, but it's like because they played in the league. These guys come to us. I don't know why.
Yeah.
So all of that to say that we got Bert Kreischer on the show today. And I think what unfolded, truly in my mind, is podcast perfection. I think it's like not perfection. You can never get 100. You know, there's nowhere to go from there. But for this type of podcast, for this style of podcasting, I think it was all of our best performances ever.
I've rarely felt as good walking out. It's long. It's like 2 hours.
Bert said that was the funniest thing I've ever recorded, like anywhere. I think he's the way I said it too. All the time. He's the greatest, the worst, the best of all time. I'm always talking in hyperbole. I think he says that a lot too. So you can't quite rely on it, but it seemed pretty genuine. And the fact that we, if you've been listening, we've got the long ball saga. And let's just say,
I mean, we all take our pants off.
Yeah, there's a long ball competition.
We have to kick Jackie out of the room because we all get naked.
Yeah.
So that's where this goes. Just get ready for that.
You know what's kind of crazy?
And Kevin, if I may say, Kevin's lied to all the listeners. Just want to get ahead of that real quick. Kevin has lied to all the listeners, and quite a bit.
Don't you say anything about my balls. Leave my balls alone.
No, your balls are fine. You got a good set of balls. Kevin doesn't have a hairy ass. Kevin has said he has a hairy ass. Zach's like,
I don't think I said I have a hairy ass. I'm a hairy person, but I don't.
I feel like you said a hair. I was taken aback by how little hair's on that ass.
Did you think that I had like hair on like my butt cheek?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, you got bare ass,
whitest
bro.
ass. Bro, I was wearing a white hoodie, and my ass looks just like a little bit of a whiter shade of white. I don't think. I might have I don't think I spoke. I don't know. I've never had hair on like my ass cheeks. Like, what do you think? I'm Italian or something? Come on. I am like hairy up here. I'm not out of control. Like
I think
below
there's
the
a
waist.
quote. I mean, you wouldn't have said it. Like, I don't think you've lied, but like I was definitely always picturing you like a fucking hairy ass boy.
No, it's not that bad. But for anybody out there who was under that impression, watch on YouTube and you'll see that I have a bare ass. And B, if you're not watching and you can't stand that, just know, I'm going on record. My actual like ass, my cheeks are not hairy. How about this though? A couple things.
Someone just fucking said it without saying they got a hairy hole.
That's what I mean. You gotta clean up like everything else. You know what I mean? Like in between is like
my ass cheeks are.
I have.
I want to say too, since we're saying this, I'm embarrassed. I was having a bad nut day. I don't think my nuts gave a performance that.
I gotta be honest. I felt bad.
Yeah, I walked out. I immediately was like, my nuts didn't come to play.
I felt bad.
Yeah.
Because by the way, I don't think that. I think we all
felt bad about my nuts.
I felt bad about how you felt about your nuts. I felt bad about how you felt bad about your nuts.
I walked out embarrassing, like Bert didn't even fucking see my good balls.
This is ridiculous. So we do a ball off. We have a long ball contest. I thought that they call that in golf. They call it a long distance challenge or whatever. I thought there was a chance they call it the long ball contest, and I was like, this is gonna be perfect. We already have a logo made, like the long ball contest. We have a long ball contest, and you were saying like you were like fluffing them basically, and you said you wore the right underwear and everything.
I don't know if I wore the right. I just wore what I thought. I should have Googled it first. I don't know. I think they just weren't. They weren't in the mix that day. I could tell. I knew I didn't have it.
Okay, so and you were saying, but I thought you were saying you were having a good day.
No,
or you wanted to have.
I wanted to have a good day. Yeah, I was trying to speak it into existence.
This is how you know I'm not like a cutthroat competitor. I was like I really hope he has a great. Like I want him to win this because I know how much it means.
Bro,
to him
I
right now.
fucking reached back and I touched him. I went, ah.
Oh no, yeah. But also
That's why I
isn't
dropped it low right away. I was like, I was doing things like I was like, I know they're not there. I'm trying to make them fucking.
That's like when, as a pitcher when you don't have it, you're like I gotta try to paint
Yeah,
the corners.
yeah.
I gotta throw my change up. You gotta do like the Cueto. What's his name? Cueto wind up where you're like fucking around, dancing, do a quick pitch. I wanted you to have a long ball day, but isn't it comforting to know as a competitor, as a ball competitor, like it's not your fault. Like you can't control your balls.
You didn't have him that day. And then the second
it's-
Bert ripped him out, I was like,
Well, Bert is.
I thought maybe that was his daily life. Those nuts. I thought maybe like that picture was.
Yeah, no, that's what's
on
crazy.
a long ball day.
Those are just his
That's a day.
sack.
That's
Yeah.
what Bert's got.
He was gold on the podium by a wide margin. I also think I got a little bit of a benefit going first out of the two of us. I think like had you gone first, it was just like, well, now Bert's got other guys pulling their sacks out, and so it was funny. But yeah, it was one of those
The
things.
screenshot of you looking at the camera is one. It's like a deer in the headlights. Like,
I thought it looks like a dog taking a shit. It's the shame on both our faces is palpable in the end. Like, I can't believe I'm doggy.
So we went like 0 to 100, and actually, I meant to listen to this ahead of time. I did not. Does anybody know if today Bert mentions that they did a podcast on two bears with butt plugs in, and
Yes.
he tweeted out, "Is today butt plug day?" Like eye emojis. I think it probably is. Otherwise, that's just an annoying tease, I usually listen to two bears on the way in. I just didn't today. We were saying, even for us, we do a lot of crazy shit. We say a lot of crazy shit. If John and I came to you live on KFC Radio, it's another edition of KFC Radio, we've got butt plugs in today. I think even the chicken heads would be like,
It's a bridge too far.
it's a bridge too far.
It's a bridge
like you just,
I'll admit.
you ruined, you ruined it. You took it too far.
Yeah.
I think the chicken heads would legitimately be like, right now as you talk to us, you're sitting on a plug up your ass. But the two bears guys, they are crazy. What?
I don't know. I've once listened to personal radio where chaps put on a condom, and that's one of the funniest. Like,
But
You
Tom
just hear
and,
a snap.
Tom and Bert, they tied each other's cocks together. They've done dominatrix together. They've done a lot of that physical stuff. For us, we haven't really done that. And so Bert came in here just being like the electric fucking tidal wave of entertainment that he is. And next thing you know, he's got us taking our sacks out. And I there was not even like a moment's hesitation for me. It was like, not only because A, it's funny, B, I kind of wanted to do it. C, it's like, if Bert Kreischer comes on your show and says like, take out your dick out, like you're doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Imagine if I was like, I don't feel comfortable about this. Get the fuck out of here. So between the
I'd have a new podcast host.
yeah, you can't do that.
You gotta move on.
Yeah,
They're taking your
that's
dicks out for fucking people who want to see your dicks. What are we doing?
That's a career ender. Yeah. So I'd be the only guy who has to like leave entertainment because I didn't take my dick out. Imagine that I just go like have like a woke podcast where, like the social justice warriors love me because like my tagline, the guy who didn't take his dick out. I just think between the physical comedy, the laughs, it wasn't even a podcast. You're just gonna watch like three dudes just like bro out and be ridiculous. I have a question though.
Okay.
Why didn't we make Zach leave the room?
What?
Like Zach was probably, you know what I mean? Like Jackie can't be in the room. There's probably some situations where Zach shouldn't be in the room either.
I mean, to be fair, Bert said to me, "Can you measure these? Because I have a feeling you have the most experience with this." So
He did say that.
That
was
a
funny.
choice.
not
What'd you
to
say?
that was funny.
not to I don't want to like rain on the parade. Like we were considering with a ruler measuring sacks. We ended up just kind of eyeballing it and having some fun with it. But the rulers were out. And I also probably would have stopped, like, if he were so inclined, I can't imagine you would be. If Zach had, like, his face up in my, like, grundle with a ruler, I think I would have been like, that's enough. That would have been a bridge too far. I can pull him out for fun. We're not measuring for fun. I also am so grateful this happened when it did, because a couple more years, and my kids are gonna be too old for this shit. So let's do as much fucking sack related content as we can
Beautiful.
for the next couple years. And I just want to say this: no spoilers. Taking out all our balls was the second gayest thing that happened on this podcast. So, Bert Kreischer on KFC Radio is it's always been some of the greatest content. But I do really believe, out of all the exaggeration ever, though, this, I think, was our best conversation we've ever had. So today's podcast, we got more to get into. We got to get into Jacqed Up, of course. We're going to do our top fives.
We also, I
UFC,
want to say,
me and John with the UFC this weekend.
okay, I got something about Bert at UFC where.
So today's episode is brought to you by Amazon Music. If you're already listening to the podcast right now, so you're into listening to podcasts, you're listening to music, you like audio entertainment. And so Amazon Music is available with a ton of binge-worthy podcasts and audio content, along with ours. We're on Amazon Music as well. So they have the Smartless podcast that I think Tom Hanks just went on Smartless. He also went on Simmons, which is crazy. But I think he was on Smartless as well. They have a true crime podcast, Dr. Death Miracle Man, that's available.
Are we reading an ad for other podcasts right now?
Yeah. Well, true crime podcast,
Smartless is comedy.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Who the fuck sold ads for other podcasts? What are we doing here?
Well, let me tell you something. Amazon Music is not just for podcasts. They also have thousands of music stations.
Sure, go don't listen to anything except KFC Radio.
Also available on Amazon Music.
There you go.
Yeah, all right, sure.
75 million songs. Don't listen to any of those. Thousands of podcasts. Don't listen to any of those either. Just listen to KFC Radio.
KFC Radio on repeat.
Amazon Music. It's Amazon Music Unlimited. You can listen to any song. Nope. Anywhere. Nope.
You can listen anywhere as long as it's KFC Radio.
Offline.
What is that? You can have any beer you want as long as it's Corona.
Yeah.
You can listen to anything you want on Amazon Music as long as it's KFC Radio.
You can listen offline with unlimited skips. So you can skip through all the episodes of KFC Radio to get to the episode of KFC Radio that you want to watch. Thousands of music stations to just ignore. 75 million songs to not listen to. Dozens and hundreds and maybe thousands of podcasts that are not as good as KFC Radio, so you should only listen to KFC Radio. If you've never tried Amazon Music Unlimited, now is a great time because for new customers, they are doing unlimited free for 3 months. No credit card even required. I hate when it's free, but you got to put in the credit card because it's like, A, I know what you're going to fucking do, and B, that adds like this. I thought free was gonna be good because I'd have to do the sign up and get my card out.
Right.
All that shit.
If there was a way for you to just take money out of me
Without,
I'd do that. I just don't feel like typing anything else.
It's the logistics that bother me. Yeah. Are you ironically or unironically wearing a pinky ring?
Let's go.
I mean, I noticed it at the top of the show, and I was just like waiting. And then I saw it. It also like doesn't seem. It looks like your pinky's struggling a little bit there. Like I'm like, so just like what's happening? Is that why I had to leave the room earlier?
Yeah. But I was wearing this Saturday night, and I was like drinking in your face on purpose.
Really?
Yeah.
You wore that all night?
Yeah. Oh, I was green as shit. I found it at a bar right before I met you Saturday night. I've been wearing this thing for 3 days trying to get you to say something. As I left the room, I get it there. I was like, I've been wearing this for 3 days. My finger's so fucking green. I've seen Kevin see it. I want to see how long it takes for him to fucking blow up.
I really don't think I saw it at the bar. Because I think at the bar I was just like, what the fuck's going on here? But I don't know. You're also, sometimes you're out there with your fashion choices. So I just like, I don't know, he's rocking a pinky. But this is so ridiculous. Clearly he did not go to gagediamonds.com/KFC and use promo code KFC. If you're not watching, go over to YouTube. If you're listening, it's a fake pearl white opal or some shit with 3 bands. Oh my god, it's so green.
It's so green. Yeah, I've been washing my hands 4 times a day trying to get this thing.
That's real, huh?
Yeah.
Do you know what I think? So
it's when it's fake.
So
yeah, right.
I meant it's real that you turn green. So also if you it was the greenness, but you can kind of see right there. You see that? I thought it was bruise. And I was like, this guy's fat pinky is just jammed into a tiny pinky ring that's not working.
Bro, if you had noticed that night, I had a story I was gonna tell. But I was like, because this, like, now that we've gotten this far, there are cameras and I can be caught in lies.
Yeah.
But if you noticed that night, I was gonna tell you that I've been wearing it for 4 months. And I was gonna be like, what are you talking about? Like, I've been wearing this for 4 months. I got it when I went home. It's at the Lizzie Borden Museum, and it is part of the skull.
You went deep on this
It's like
one.
part of the skull of her father. It's a Fall River heirloom. I had a whole thing.
You made all this up?
If you noticed Saturday night, that's what I was gonna spin.
Wow.
But now, like,
Now it
if
just
I try to
became
tell you,
that I-
like, they'd be like, all right, we'll pull up last episode, and I would have been caught pretty quick.
That's fucking hilarious.
Anyway, time for this thing to be done.
Amazon Music.
By the way, wish you'd fucking realize that on the rundown, so I have to fucking have everyone see it there.
Now I wish I didn't notice it at all. I wish we could have just kept this going forever.
We had decided I was gonna add something every episode you didn't notice.
Until
It's a whole disclaimer I did before the episode. I was like, no one tweeted Kevin, no one said anything.
I have a funny story about what I thought was going on that I will tell you during top fives. Amazon Music Unlimited right now, free, 3 months, no credit card required. You can save all that money so you can get some jewelry that doesn't turn your fingers green. And that's Amazon.com/KFC. Amazon.com/KFC. Renews automatically, but you can cancel anytime. Terms apply. Unlimited for free for 3 months. That's Amazon.com/KFC. Shout out to Bezos, who I think Leo fucked his girl over the weekend. And I think he'd be okay with that. If Leo fucked your girl,
No.
can I tell you why I'd be okay
Not
with
okay.
it? I would be okay with it. Let me tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. The best thing that can happen to you is that Leonardo DiCaprio fucks your girlfriend. I am going to completely change your opinion.
Because he's not gonna fuck her well, and she's gonna be like, well, he fucks better than Leo.
And so,
Because he's gonna do his thing.
we all know that
He'll
he
probably
fucks you
fuck
from
well.
behind.
He does his thing, yeah.
He fucks the girl from behind, and he wears his headphones. That is terrible sex for girls who want to be loved and wined and not wined and dined, but
How about this?
foreplay and
What if, whoa, Leo, you dirty dog! I found you out, Leo. It just clicked. I've just found you out.
what?
He
Doesn't
put
do
that
it.
rumor out there himself.
Yeah. So
every
that when
time
he doesn't do that,
fucks-
the girl feels special.
The girl's like, she
Yes.
just fucks me this
Now,
way. You dirty dog.
I don't think he went
DiCaprio.
as far as putting the rumor out, but I bet you he's cool with that rumor because then he just
Yeah.
plays it up like, oh, I fingered her and she thought she was special. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Let alone if he goes down on her and does different positions. But I would say, Leo fucks your girl, doesn't do a good job. You then can be better than him, and she's like, wow, you fuck better than Leo. You feel better because you're like, I fuck better than Leo DiCaprio, and like I have proof about it, and I have a girlfriend who's hot enough that Leonardo DiCaprio fucked her.
Yeah, I mean,
That's the last out of all the people on earth that I would want to fuck my girlfriend or like not fuck my girlfriend. I'm picking Leo first for all these reasons. It's a self-esteem boost, and it's a self-esteem boost because you got a hot enough girlfriend. Self-esteem boost because you fuck better than Leonardo DiCaprio, and that's really it. There's those two things.
It's just
There's those two things.
It's
Oh, and then
he seems like a nice boy. So maybe.
I'm telling you, would you rather that than
Like I'm just thinking of like if he have this.
would you rather your girlfriend fuck Leonardo DiCaprio or Hank?
Well,
Shout out to Hank hitting a $50 parlay for $6,875. Go to the Barstool Sportsbook and follow Hank.
I've been probably Hank.
Really?
I like Hank.
I don't think I want Hank. I mean, I love Hank, but I don't think there's any. What if you find out that Hank fucks better than you? You know you're gonna give a better performance than Leo
Bro.
if he does that thing.
Hi, I'm John Fodderberg. Nice to meet you. I assume everybody fucks better than me.
It would be interesting to have a fuck off because it would be like if we fucked the same girl and she came on the show and it was like, it's like we showed our balls. Who has the long balls? Who fucks worse?
Oh boy, what a fucking hard. That would be one of those like we sit together beforehand. It's like, do we really want to do
Yeah,
this?
that would be like we'd have a
That would be.
a moment
We
together
talk about
first.
it with Bert. We talk about it with Bert, where he's like, with Tom's like, I can't change the friendship.
Right.
I'd be like, I don't know, man.
We'd have to have a moment and be like, whatever happens here, we stay friends.
Yeah.
We keep doing our show. Like, and it would be like, we would put a split screen and it would be like, brrrr, and I would stand up and be like, he deserved it. Yeah. And you'd give a gracious acceptance speech. Like, there's a lot of stiff competition or not stiff competition out there.
Bro, that would be one of those days where I'm just doing things I know you can't do. Where I'm like, I got her picked up. I'm like, all right, I know Kevin can't do this one. I'd pick a girl.
That would be funny.
I'd pick like a bigger girl. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pick her up. She's never even been picked up before. Kevin can't do it, so fine.
Well, wait, hang on. So wait, you're saying you would want to fuck better? I was thinking about the whole time. I would want to be the truthful one.
Worst fuck?
Well, I think from a podcast point of view, I'd be like, I fucking told you. I told you I stink at this.
Okay.
So that's how low self-esteem I had. I was trying to win the contest by fucking the worst.
I'm going for the low.
Yeah. But without throwing the game. I would give my best effort. I would shoeless Joe it. I would want to lose, but I want to be like, I did give it my all. I'd be like, I told you I'm truthful on this podcast.
I'd be faking phone calls all the time the last line. Like in the movies, like, I gotta take it, honey. No phone calls you have to take.
Never.
This is the office.
Never. Yeah. The amount of people who take work calls in the middle of sex in Hollywood. I've decided I want one movie or TV show to make a piece of content that does honest, real conversations. You know, it's kind of like a trope where it's like nobody hangs up, nobody ever likes, or you hang up too quickly in the movies and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like but there's more to it than that. Like all of the exchanges on telephones are just so fucking fake. But I wonder if you did a real. Maybe they've tried this before and they're like, it's so boring. Like it takes too long to get off the phone.
I just did it for a full block with my mom. Right here. I can't really hear you. You know,
right? Nobody wants that, you know.
All right, I'll catch you later.
But if you're trying to really make a real movie, like that's what you should do. Anyway,
speaking of awkward interactions, awkward goodbyes, I felt impossibly awkward at UFC.
Oh my God! Wait. I know what you're gonna say. We can't just dive right into that.
Okay.
We gotta like set the scene a little bit. All right. Before we get into UFC, we have a show of our own coming up Friday night at the Gramercy Theater. For the New York City Comedy Festival. It's KFC Radio live on stage with all of our basically celebrity listeners. Voicemail listeners at this point. We've got the Milk Girls who are going to come through. Milk will be drank. There will.
I just drank a half gallon in like 5 minutes. I'm gonna drink with these girls. I'm gonna put them back with these ladies.
I need a poster promoting KFC Radio Live that says there will be milk. And I need it to be just like the movie poster. There will be milk with them. We've got Hot Skylar, who flew in courtesy of John. We've got a lot of first timers who are coming. We had a lot of people who are bringing people who have never seen the show, which is always a fun time. We are almost sold out, so tickets will be sold out.
it's gonna sell out very soon.
Yeah.
So it's going to sell out. It's going to sell very soon. I will get
it'll be before the night, before Friday night. So get them now. If you're interested in going, don't wait. So go to Live Nation or any of the KFC Radio social, and you'll find the link to buy tickets and come see us live on stage.
It is going to be awesome. I cannot wait for this show. We have stuff that we have jokes that don't make it through the episode sometimes. They're going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah,
we have
shit. We have a segment called "Shit Our Lawyers Won't Let Us Put on the Podcast." It's going to be a big segment.
No one's allowed to record. We're going to take your phones, but don't get us in trouble, please.
I'm almost like record and post it. We got to sell tickets, bro.
Yeah, okay.
we got to blow this shit up.
You are free to record and post whatever you want.
You're only allowed.
Kevin has a whole segment called the N-word. It gets out of hand.
You only take that's a true sign. That is a true sign, by the way, of if you've made it or not. You don't take phones away when you haven't made it yet. Oh, because you're like, I want you to post this on your Instagram. Yeah. The only time you've made it when you say, yeah, I don't care if people have their phones. I don't care if people don't film it. Put your phones away. That's when you know you're fucking rich. Okay, so we went to UFC this weekend. UFC 268 at Madison Square Garden. UFC does once a year in New York City. Uncle Dana hooks it up. Uncle Dana White gives us some of his personal tickets, which are
pretty good.
Almost as good as they can get. We're right in the middle of the octagon. It was one of those things like I gave my ticket to the usher, And he's like, oh, no, you go down there. And I give it to the next usher, and he's like, you're going to go to that gentleman over there. And then he sent us to another one. We just kept getting better.
Then we saw T-Bone. Shout out T-Bone, our security guy at, Stu. He's hung out at Stu's house. Stu, best host ever.
T-Bone.
T-Bone ended up getting us to our seat.
Stu Finer, he's just got little birdies everywhere. He's like, oh, I'm Stu's cousin. I'm Stu's this. I'm Stu's guy. And, we're walking through, and we're getting a lot of shouts from people like, hey, KFC, hey, Feidelberg, hey, Barstool. And we're walking past all those guys, And so we sit down. I got to be honest. That night was the first time I've ever felt like a somebody.
Yeah?
Yeah. No, I mean, within reason. I know we obviously have a little bit of a star here at Barstool and shit, so I know that. But, we were there, and the stars were out. It wasn't major. But there was stars were out, and we were
pretty major.
Pretty major.
I mean, Damon John was like 2 rows in front of us.
Yeah, I was just thinking about there was that one UFC.
Keyshawn Johnson was right to the right of us.
Jay Williams was there.
Meek Mill.
But remember that one that was like Chappelle and Bieber and there was one. Maybe it was a McGregor night. Maybe that's why. But anyway, we had like the best seats out of all of them, and people were shouting our names, and I was kind of like, and I'm thinking that like we got the tickets from Dana like personally. And I was kind of like, shit, this is something. This is something. So
that's your first one, like your Comedy Central show 5 years ago didn't do it?
No.
Really?
Because
just sitting next to Keyshawn Johnson would put you over
I
the
don't
edge.
know why. Because like that was like the company. I don't know. This was it's just like it was just like this. UFC's coming to New York at the Garden. Everybody wants to go. I got tickets that were. You know what I mean? It's just like okay. I could do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe I should do that more often. And it was the first time I've ever gone to UFC. The whole night's electric. And so there was a lot of stoolies and a lot of interactions. But this was, this is not even going out on a limb. Out of all the interactions we've had with Barstool people, because stoolies are great, but they don't know how to interact and it's not really their fault because we're like everything I was just describing. We're well known, but we're regular guys. We're not normal anymore, but we're still normal. And like they say things that are rude. Like that guy who came up to you and said like, "How do you deal with all the hate, man?" It's like, what the fuck, dude. Like things like you wouldn't say that to Leonardo DiCaprio. You wouldn't say some of these things.
Employees here say that, too,
right?
So.
How about the one guy? He was like, so Fights dressed like Mr. Smee from Peter Pan. You had your big corduroy pants on.
Yeah.
The Fights corduroy pants are the pant equivalent of Lenny Kravitz's scarf. There's just so much material. And he had on the flannel and then like the red fucking little pirate hat. And some guy said something like, he's like, how are you a millionaire but you dress homeless? And Fights goes, I am neither of those two things, sir. Like this is a stylish outfit and I'm also not a fucking millionaire. But so there's always some awkwardness. People don't know how to take the pictures. They don't know what to say. They think that they can just like have a long conversation when they really can't. Combined all of those awkward interactions and you're halfway to as awkward as this guy was what he said to you. That's how bad this was.
Wait.
What are you going to tell?
I was going to say Bert.
Oh. I was going to talk about ice cream.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
What were you going to say about Bert?
I was going to say how, like, remember when I was like, I'm having an Always Sunny moment.
Oh, okay. So, all right, let's tell that, and then we'll tell the fucking Bert. So Bert actually had the coolest night of maybe anybody, because he was performing. The reason why he was here in New York, he's performing at the theater at the Garden, and that finishes at like 10 o'clock. That's when the main card starts. So while everyone else is like there for the pre-fights, whatever it's called, Bert just like pops up. He was like, yeah, I'll just like finish my show. Joe will be like calling the fights, so I'll just like pop up. I'll say what's up to Joe. He'll say what's up to me. I'll hit my seats. We'll hang out. And it's like the same way you'd be like, all right, I'm gonna get out of work and go hit the bar. He did that at Madison Square Garden for UFC 268, and he was talking about being with the biggest fucking podcaster comedian on the planet. Yeah, so
but they came in. He came in. Rosebud was with him. He actually, I think, on the episode he gets tickets.
Yes.
I think we're recording.
You'll
when
hear
he's
him
like,
talking
I
about
got tickets
tickets
tonight. Yeah. He comes in at like 10 o'clock, and there's a commotion.
There's a pop.
Yeah,
he got a pop, and he was sitting like near us, so I could, like all of a sudden I heard the crowd kind of roar a little bit. I look up, and people are standing up, and it's because fucking Bert Kreischer arrives.
But we turned around. And I don't know if we could technically go. I'm sure we could go into his area. But I was like, I looked over to Kevin afterwards, where I was like, I was having the Charlie Mack moment from Sonny, where it was like, do we go say hi to him because he's a big star? Or does he come say hi to us because we have the better seats?
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't figure out
Like
which one.
we would have had to get up, go like around, up the stairs to the next section, and then go down to his section and like up the stairs. He would have had to come all that same way, but it would have been like, yo, you want to come like see our seats?
You want to come in?
Like we have better seats, bro.
The inner monologue. I turned around and just blew him a kiss. Is what I ended up doing. And he blew
see that?
He blew him back.
Did he?
Back.
Okay.
Yeah.
That thank God. Because let me tell you something. When you offer something weird to Bert Kreischer and it goes unrequited, it ruins your week.
No, we both.
It was great that like we did make eye contact because he comes in, big smile, like drinking a beer, saying hi to all the fans. You know, like a big moment, and then like he kind of sat and saw us, and it was like, hey, and he was like, hey. That's when I felt like I was somebody. I was like, this is cool. This is cool. I didn't know you guys were blowing kisses. Fuck. I should have been like, hey, yeah. You want to see him again? I'll take him out again, Bert. Who's got the biggest balls in the stadium? That was a 0 on the awkward scale.
Yeah,
compared
okay.
to this fan interaction.
So I went to take a piss, and this kid,
There was several people too. There was the riffraff guy.
riffraff guy.
Riffraff guy. There was riffraff guy was he looked like riffraff, and he's like, "Hey, Barstool, you got the best minutes on the internet." And I was like, "Okay, cool." There's a couple like strange things, a bunch of drunk people who were like, "Yo, what's up, man?" And it all built to this.
Now this kid's a big KFC radio fan, so he listens to like 8 hours a
Which
day.
sucks. I don't want to,
And-
but we got.
yeah, so I'm
we
just
got
gonna-
we got to bury this guy socially.
Bro, man, that was weird, dude. It was weird. It was weird enough that he caught himself being like, "This is weird."
That's what makes it the weirdest.
Yeah.
Because he shouldn't have been doing it,
Yeah.
and he knows it.
So we talked for a while. Like we probably talked. Like I was gonna piss my pants, talk to him for the whole time, probably 5 minutes, and at the end he starts walking with me towards the bathroom, and his
Gather your thoughts and deliver it the way you did it. Like I want you to nail it because it's so fucking awkward.
he's like, "Yeah, man, I forget how there's only one line that matters." He's like, "Yeah, man, you're the best, and I fucking love you. Like, one day I'd love to just, like, I don't know, like, eat some ice cream and jerk off." And what he had said was he'd like to eat ice cream and jerk off with me. One day I'd like to just eat some ice cream and jerk off. And he kind of just like hit me.
Jerk off.
And kind of hit me and like popped away. And I was just like, I have to go touch my dick right now.
You know, it's awful. It's like, I'll tell you what. 2 of my favorite things right now, eating ice cream and jerking off. And guess what's going to be happening? I'm going to be thinking about this fucking guy.
I know, I remember your name, bro. I'm not going to say it. I care about you that
Do you
much.
remember his face and everything?
I remember his face.
Like, you're going to be eating ice cream and like, I'm thinking of that guy. And later that night, you're going to be cracking stick and be thinking of that guy.
Not going to say your name. I fucking know it.
This guy's listening to like, fuck. I mean, I don't care how drunk you are. I don't care. This is what I mean when people like, it's like, yeah, we say these crazy things. Because we're like on a mic, we're getting paid. Not that it's fake or anything, but it's like, you got long balls today, huh? John's fucking
I don't know, let's find
digging
out.
down there. John's fucking, but you know, like that doesn't mean you say it to strangers. We say it to strangers, but not in person. Like you know what I mean? Like it's like we're not on the podcast right now. You can't say that you want to eat ice cream and jerk off with someone. You say that to pretty much nobody, unless you want to say that with your girlfriend or boyfriend. I don't know. That's a weird thing. Shouldn't say that to your friends. Shouldn't say that to your favorite podcasters. Shouldn't say that to anybody. Pretty much ever. I want to eat ice cream and jerk off with you. I actually might. You know what? How about this? Okay. I want
text?
everybody. What?
Are you gonna have him text?
We either do the text or I was gonna say, how about everybody like changes your Hinge thing, something on your Hinge, like your bio. You know, when those questions or whatever. Like, what's the ideal date for you or something?
Wait,
like that?
no.
I want to eat ice cream and jerk off with you.
How about I change it again? You turn your camera facing yourself.
Oh God.
And you say to your significant other, wife, whatever, that's the same thing. Hey, babe, you know what I want to do tonight? I just want to eat ice cream and jerk off with you.
Beautiful. You
And
know what? I
just
think,
record and have them. You don't have to have the face on them. Have their thing in the background.
I think you can also now because I saw a meme going around that said you can put you can do audio bits on your Hinge now, right? Because there was some guy singing like Celine Dion, and the girl was like, "Don't ever do this again." But you can put like press play, and be like, "I just want to eat ice cream and jerk off with you." I think it actually might work.
I want to see reactions from people who
Oh,
are.
so you're saying film it while you tell her so that you can hear what she says afterwards.
Correct.
Got it. That's even better.
Yeah.
Yes. That's like we used to do the text challenge. Now it's the video voicemail version.
Right.
We're upgrading. 2021. Film yourself while you tell her. I get it now.
Right.
And hear them go like, what?
Someone
Or,
who's
if
in
you guys-
love with you. See what they say.
I think that might be like I would say that, and then maybe propose. Like if I was like deep in a relationship, be like if she's like or he is like, cool, that sounds fun. Like, bah. There you go, girl.
Babe, you know what I want to do tonight? I want to eat ice cream and jerk off with you.
And the second, that reaction right there is everything you need to know.
I'm excited. Please, everyone do this.
I really
want
want to see people do this. This is gonna be our best experiment ever. So this guy actually, shout out to him.
Thanks, Sammy.
As far as UFC, the fights in the ring, amazing. We saw a flying knee to the face, crazy. We saw a kick to the face that everyone has now seen the still picture. I said it turned that guy into a caveman. It made his face de-evolution on that one.
I watched all the fights. I knew what everyone looked like. I was like, who is that person? No,
Right.
I had
It
no
did
idea.
not look like Frankie Edgar at all afterwards because he got kicked into he became like his child or some shit. His face. We saw a lot of fights go the distance that were just like, holy shit, I can't believe these guys do this. Shout out to my guy Billy Quarantillo. He put on a fucking fight, man. He was hobbling, his leg demolished, and he kept on fighting. I had a true feeling of like inferiority last night that night where I was just like, man, I can't even pick up a chick while I'm fucking her. Like I was just like, these guys are so much cooler and tougher than I am, and I just got nothing. We got to watch Thug Rose fight, which is some bucket list shit. Like the women's fights are always kind of electric. I think it's so cool that women have like the second biggest draw of the night. It was like Usman and Covington were like the main draw, but other than that, it was Thug Rose versus Zhang. Thug Rose is so gorgeous.
A rocket ship.
I fucking love her, and and I knew it. You could tell from her face anyway, but she's got the shaved head. But like when she has like long hair, she looks like Jessica Biel. And even like she does look like Jessica Biel's strong too, so it's like you look just like Jessica Biel. Also, Thug Rose, her voice is like girly, which is funny because you think
she does
like,
everything
up,
she can to be a badass, and it's like
And
you're
then
still gorgeous. I take you very seriously as a fighter, but you're gorgeous and so sweet.
And like when she's like, I'm
Your
the
name's
best.
Rose.
Yeah, Joe Rogan's like, so like you were the best. Like, what do you think? And she's like, I'm still the best. I'm like, oh, you're so cute, but
Well,
you
do
would
you know the
fucking
story
murder me.
of that?
No.
That her trainer is her husband.
Right.
And he's
That
the
was
one-
funny. I saw them like getting ready. Like,
I don't know if
moving
it's
around and
husband,
shit.
but I think
and
it's
then
husband.
and then she just kissed him on the lips
Yeah.
with her fucking thing in, just the big mouth guard. I was like, oh, that's cute.
But he's the one who got her to start saying that.
Oh, I'm the best.
Yeah.
Because she walks out. She's, I'm the best.
Yeah,
I'm the best.
she's
I'm the
just
best.
like, I'm the best.
But what's
I'm
funny
the best.
is that she's going, I'm the best. I'm
Yeah.
the best. It's like Mickey Mouse about to fuck you up.
But I saw fucking I forget Brandon from What Would Tyler Durden Do tweeted after the day, like he's like, if you're a guy in a relationship and you're not stealing that move, like just getting your girl to say like just say it, baby, you're the best.
You're the best.
Like
Yeah,
say it,
yeah,
baby.
yeah.
Say it,
when,
baby.
when she's going
like, I'm
to
the best.
fucking, wherever she's going.
Like,
she's going to the bridal shower that she doesn't want to be at, where all these girls are bitches and shit. You're the best, man.
Yeah.
Hype yourself up.
Say it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Karen,
I am the
Karen's
best.
a problem at work. Like, you're the best. You're the best.
You should steal that and like
Yes.
convince just tell your girl, but babe, you're the best. Say it with me. Say it. I'm the best.
That's what she.
That's the
he
romantic
did that
ass
to
shit.
Thug Rose. She turned him into a fucking 2-time champ now. Also, like, what's weird about UFC is the split crowd. Like, the crowd would just chant Usman's name, and then like 20 seconds later, they would chant Covington's name because it's like there's fans of people, but I think at the end they just want to see a big fight.
I forgot about the guy behind us. The guy behind us
One gun, two gun.
was an absolute enigma, and I guess in a sense, it's an all time like don't judge a book thing, but also like he was expressing his inner self too.
Well, let me just say this before you even explain him individually. UFC crowds are one of the most interesting cross sections of society you'll ever see because you've got like You've got like the MAGA like crazy people. You've got like the tap out guys who are who just want to see the fight. Then you have like the famous people. Then you have like sexy chicks who are just there to like be a part of the action. There's casuals, there's diehards, and it's just all in one spot. All races, all ages, all demographics of money and economics. So it's already weird to begin with. And then we had these guys behind us, so they were getting shit faced too.
They were drunk as shit. And so the guy behind us had on. The cover of the book, One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish. He was wearing a t-shirt that was that. Except instead of One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish, it said One Gun, Two Gun, Red Gun, Blue Gun. And instead of the fish that you see on the cover of the book, it was guns.
I bet you can find this shirt.
The shirt was actually blue rather than yellow.
Put the guns in. Say 1 gun, 2 gun, red gun, blue gun.
So he had that shirt on. And all night he was
and he had the gauges in his
ears. He looked like Bizarro World Chaps.
We heard this.
He looked like Chaps here's the shirt he's wearing. So he looked like Bizarro World Chaps.
Yep, that's the one.
And it was like he had his brim on his hat was like folded up. Like you used to roll the brim of your hat. And he's wearing this shirt and he's either participating in or attempting to start every Let's Go Brandon shirt chant, of which there were many.
There's a lot of Let's Go Brandon.
And then come the final fight, where Colby Covington, big MAGA guy. Oh, by the way, this guy's also making every comment you think someone who had described would make during a fight of two women. Where it was like during Rose Zhang, it was like yeah, bend her over, get her doggy, yeah. And then come the Covington fight, who again, big MAGA guy. He's screaming, fuck you, Colby.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell? You're right. You're rooting for the Nigerian?
He must have bet. He must have money on it. But even that, I can't believe he was betting against.
Why would you? I mean,
that's betting against Trump. That's betting against God. That's betting against like country and man.
It was a twist ending that I haven't seen.
Yeah, that's
in many years.
It
was crazy. I was like, I whispered to Kevin. I was like, this is. I did not expect it.
But I also think that's because the crowd just. I feel like a minute later he could have been like, "Let's go, Colby," because they just want to see like the carnage and the fighting. So Colby Covington was fighting in like the main event, and because of that, he had a guest sitting ringside that stole the show, stole my attention, stole my heart. Like I said, there was a lot of like Insta thoughts, a lot of like really thoughty outfits, fat asses, beautiful chicks, sexy Like you really can tell the difference between like that's a pretty girl, that's a sexy girl, and that's like a girl who's showing off how sexy she is at an event because she's fucking somebody or wants to be fucking somebody. You know what I mean? Like those clothes aren't normal. That makeup's not normal. Like nothing about you is just normal hot. You are on like another level of, and that's not always a good thing, by the way. Some of them I was like, no, I'm not into it. You know. Because there was
that one girl who you thought
like,
was Bella Thorne.
That girl looked exactly like Bella Thorne. Exactly.
She got a reaction out of me that it can only be explained as Charlie Kelly, where I actually told Kevin, where I was like, there's an episode of Sunny where Charlie's mom explains to him how Mac's dad and the other guy came on her. But she acknowledges the fact that there wasn't a guy, and Charlie just goes, well, Jesus goddamn Christ, Mom, if you knew there's another guy, why don't you just say that? And when this girl walked by, I just went in a Charlie flustered voice, and went, oh, Jesus goddamn Christ.
I'm trying to see, I Googled like Bella Thorne lookalike because like, I couldn't believe it wasn't her. She was dressed like her, had the same body, had the exact same red hair, wasn't her. All of that though, all of them, paled in comparison to Miss Candace Owens. And I think people are surprised to hear me say that. Rudy was like questioning if I no, Candace Swanepoel or whatever. Like, no, Candace Owens was sitting like front row, made eye contact for a moment. We exchanged a little.
Did you?
Yeah, we exchanged a little. Because I smiled and I did that. But I think I probably played it cool, man, because I didn't really know who she was.
Yeah, you probably looked at her sexy, trying like,
yeah.
That's my sexy look.
This was me. I was like,
who's that?
I was like this.
You're that meme that lady bent over?
Yeah. Is that him? Who's that? That hot? Yeah, I want to fuck that girl. But she was a weapon. And and I said, I was like, I think, at first I was like, who is that chick? I kind of know who she is. And then I thought it was her, and I couldn't confirm it, but I really started to think it was her when she took pictures with too many white men. Too many white men taking a picture with that beautiful black chick. They all had, like, you know, gun shirts on and
it was
fucking
funny
American
how you
flags.
put that together. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of old white guys are stopping. I think it's Candace Owens for real.
And then the like straw that broke the camel's back, this guy brought his son to take a picture with her, who was probably like 9, right?
Oh, very.
And
The only child, I think, in our section, like on the floor.
Yeah.
The only child I saw.
Right. And he had on like a gun shirt, and they took a picture, and then he shook her hand.
The child.
Kind of like almost like you're meeting the president, you know what I mean? Which fucking, who knows where we're going. But, and I was just like, that dude made his son like go shake that woman's hand because of like, you know, her politics. That's Candace Owens. And to put in perspective how hot she was, Fights was like, nah, man, that's a model.
It was.
That's like a model. I was like,
It was Timothy Oliphant on The Office. I was like, nah, that's a male model.
that's a male model.
female
They can't just be a paper guy.
And she was because she was doing model poses too.
Yep.
Like, she was like,
Yeah, she knew. She took a picture with the fucking belt at one point and like flexed. And anyway, I was just like, I just want to go argue with her. I want her to just put me in a body bag in a debate. I wanted to go up to her and be like, hey, Candace, in order to get into MSG, you got to be vaccinated. So, what's going on over there? And she probably would have been like, well, actually, if you look at my shit, I said that I was vaccinated, but it's a personal choice that you don't have to do it. Okay, all right, you win. I just came. But then it's kind of funny, isn't it? It's kind of funny how all the people who are anti-vax worship people who are vaccinated. But yeah, she was. You know what? I'll tell you who the 3 hottest women at UFC 268. Coming in 3rd place. I don't even know if we talked about this. I don't even know if he was there. Halle Berry was there. She was in the ring at one point. I think she was promoting a new movie. She like held the belt to be like, this is what's up for grabs or whatever.
Oh, I did not notice that at all.
I'm pretty sure of that. 3, Halle Berry.
They should have been.
The bronze medal is going to Halle Berry. That's crazy.
Okay.
The silver medal is going to Candace Owens. And the hottest bitch at MSG last night was Rosebud Baker. That little pit bull came out from doing her set with Bert. She was, she was decked
Rosebud.
out.
I heard Rose immediately went Thug Rose.
Oh well, so then Rosebud's still the hottest bitch of the place. But then I gotta rearrange Thug Rose a little bit. But yeah, the stars, the chicks, they were out, man. But yeah, I would love to sit and watch UFC with Rosebud and just have her be like, who the fuck? Yeah. Her commentary, put her in there with Joe Rogan. Put her in there and just let her fucking rip on all these people. I think it would be absolutely hilarious. But
have you talked to Rose after it? Rosebud?
No, I didn't. I just want to get her like rundown of the whole thing. I could be like, well, you know, if you learned how to fucking read, you'd have a real job. You wouldn't have to be fighting in the fucking cage or whatever. She would rip. I mean, she was into it though. She was like filming and all
Was
that.
she?
Just not Rosebud-esque, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Okay. But yeah, Candace, you sexy little thing. You sexy little minx.
Candace, come on the pod.
Yeah, come on the pod.
Candace, come on the pod.
I want Candace to come on the pod, and I don't want to talk about a single issue with her. I just want to talk about how she talks about issues.
Oh, I want to talk
she's
about.
like the
I want to
greatest-
have debates with her about our shit. Like, come into our territory.
Well,
Come
yeah,
into
I asked
our
her
octagon.
how many are there more murderers or porn stars in the world?
Yeah,
Give me the
let's
Candace
argue.
Owens treatment on that.
Yeah.
Give me the Candace Owens treatment on
Candace,
the
come
death,
on the pod
the
and
death
argue
snail.
dumb shit.
Yeah. Yes. Candace Owens ATI will break the fucking. Forget about like break the internet. It will like break the country, like the democratic process. She's like, well, you see, the death snail. Actually, it's much like reparations are. Like she'd be going off the fucking deep end with some of that shit. So
The death
free,
snail.
free.
I thought
open
that
invite.
was a term I just didn't understand. Never mind. It's something I've debated hotly for 5 years.
It's literally that snail that can magically kill you. All right, let's do top fives.
Top five.
No, Jacqed Up.
Jacked up.
Jacqed Up. Week 9.
Jackie, not a lot of us watch football this weekend.
Let
so.
me tell you something, Jacqueline. I intentionally watched 0 snaps of football. The Jets weren't on. They played Thursday, but you do have to recap them a little bit. I actually meant to. I should have on Friday. I was gonna make you do it while I was fresh, but there's some things to talk about. This is the least football I've watched in probably the last 20 years. I don't think I've ever not seen a single play. I didn't watch a highlight. I didn't watch Red Zone. I saw nothing, knowing that I have the best Tuesday afternoon internet football analyst ever to grace a podcast. So, Jacqed Up weekend brought to you by Nectar Sunglasses. The only way, maybe Jackie should do Jacqed Up wearing Nectar Sunglasses. No. That's not really a request.
Hold on.
We're gonna wear the fucking sunglasses. Well, you know what? No, I don't want to mess with greatness. If she needs to just needs to see clearly, clear eyes, full heart.
She just hit us
Jacqed up.
with a no, and we took it.
I was gonna say. Well, you know what's funny you say that, John. It's funny that she just completely alphaed me and asserted her dominance over me, because earlier today, get back to Nectar Sunglasses in a second. Earlier today, Jackie got bullied harder than I think anybody has ever been bullied. Some dude, some intern, I don't even understand exactly the situation out there, but she was sitting somewhere with her computer.
Basically, I was using one of the computers out there.
What does that mean? Don't you all use your own computers?
No, you need server access, and those
so
ones
there's
are more
special
powerful.
computers that have server access, and this guy comes over and was like, "Hey, can I use that? I don't want to sit over there anymore." And she was just like, "Okay."
Welcome to the team.
And I was like, if this bitch doesn't fit right in, I'll tell you what. I don't know if that's because that's already who you were, or if we've already ruined you as much as possible. But she didn't bat an eyelash about balls on the podcast, and she just gave up her computer because someone asked her to. I mean, someone that you definitely have seniority over.
Yes.
Yes.
He's an intern. And
You're an
he
intern.
just came.
He's an intern, and you are a senior producer.
And then I had to search for 30 minutes to try and find a computer. And he was literally like, I can use the one I was using before. I just want to sit over here. And I was like, no, it's so fine. Just take that. And then
it's so fine. It's actually better this way. I'm happy this way. Yet
so
then she comes in here and she's like, nope.
Yeah.
Fuck you, not doing that.
So you are beneath the intern, according to Jack.
Yeah, so it goes
yes,
intern,
yes. The
me.
intern's scary, then fucking me. Maybe when I put on my Nectar Sunglasses, then you'll respect me because I look cool as shit.
It was that you look so much cooler than me in
That's
the
what it was,
glasses,
huh?
and that's why.
Well, that's fine. I'll keep it going. If John Fat Feidelberg didn't sit on my eyeglasses, my spectacles, I could have rocked those. Now I gotta be fucking PFT over here wearing sunglasses inside like a dickhead. I had my perfect blue light blocking glasses, and John, as he sat down, I said, "Don't sit on it," and he went crack, and he goes, "Yep, those are broken." So yeah, you think so? You think so? You fat idiot. So, but you know, I gotta send it in. I'm gonna send it in because it has a lifetime warranty, and I'm gonna put it in a box with a piece of paper that said, "My fat friend sat on these."
That'll do it.
And
They'll take care of it. Tell them John sent you.
They're gonna
Actually, you won't have to. They go, I know what it is.
They're gonna send me a new pair because they have a lifetime warranty for any of their sunglasses that are made with some of the best quality materials. Also, let me tell you something. They are starting at just $50, so they're affordable. They have a lifetime warranty, and they're made out of all 100% recycled water bottles. So really, when you think about it, we are in bed together with Nectar Sunglasses. We feed them endless water bottles. They recycle them all, turn them into dope sunglasses. I put them on, gain the respect of my underlings. Bam.
Every time
What
you
a
get a new pair
system.
of sunglasses, you're welcome.
What a system. Right now, you can get a free pair of the Blue Blocker eyeglasses, which I wanted to wear and become a glasses guy. And so when you go to nectarsunglasses.com/KFC, nectarsunglasses.com/KFC, buy your sunglasses for just $50. Get a free pair of their best-selling blue light blockers now. Jacqed Up, week 9. Jacqed Up, let's go.
Okay,
3 minutes on the clock.
I'm going no notes again. So
Ooh, this bitch goes no notes on 'em.
I did no notes, and I honestly didn't watch I didn't pay as well of attention. Whatever. Okay.
Okay, great.
Okay,
Jackie,
so
you watch football?
Up.
we're gonna start with the Jets as
Thursday
always,
night.
but there's just not that much to report other than Mike White is
Mike
still,
White, kind of a puss?
Why?
Kind of a puss?
Oh, because he got hurt.
Mike White, that guy, you can't leave the field if you're Mike White and this is your chance unless you literally can't walk.
I mean, Mike White, he is fine. He will be eligible or available next game.
Wait, what did he even hurt?
Like it was his like forearm. Like I don't know. I mean, I feel like in your prime time game, you have the ability to become Mike White.
White Mike.
And you last what, quarter and a half was it?
But then he came back, right? Did he come back in?
There was a little fly. I was watching in a bar, so I didn't have sound on, so I don't really know. But I do know in the aftermath, it's like yeah, he'll be fine.
I mean, I'll tell you
time
what.
Thursday night, you gotta fucking tough that out.
A star was born with Mike White, with White Mike. But then you bring in Josh Johnson, who goes 27-41 for 317, 3 touchdowns, and a passer rating of 103. Now it's like, are we doing the Josh Johnson era?
Hell yeah.
We'll get back to Jacqed Up in one moment, but I do just gotta say, if you are Zach Wilson,
tough to see other guys thrive.
you probably have to just go drive off a bridge. Like you're thinking, I'm gonna go be a franchise quarterback, and then Mike White is like just as good as you, if not better. And then like so is Josh Johnson. It's like you now have a quarterback controversy, and you were supposed to be a franchise quarterback, so that blows. I also, real quick, Jackie, I'm interrupting again. There was a picture of Zach Wilson on Instagram.
I saw that picture on the stairs.
He's just weird.
Yeah.
And
I think Ken Jack said it best. Got Tom Cruise about him.
very Tom Cruise, very like he's like a robot or something. Like he's just not normal. And I feel like he's in a cult. I feel like he's in a Mormon cult, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's called Mormonism.
It's like, yeah. But I also feel like they probably like, it's not just like religion. I feel like they like poison him every week or something. They like control him or something. Like,
You think so?
like he's
Zap
like,
his blood?
he's like the chosen one to like infiltrate major like sports like popularity with the Mormonism.
He's a mix
Like,
of
he's like
Steve Young and just a bunch of other.
Yeah, like I bet you he's got Steve Young's blood in him. I bet you they've all been like fucking. I bet you they like implanted Steve Young's brain in him or something. Like it's Get Out. It's like a brain implanting. They all look weird in that shit.
Yeah, they all.
But
do.
by the way,
Everyone
Zach Wilson's girlfriend,
pretty hot.
pretty girl.
Pretty hot.
Back to Jacqed Up. Week 9.
Okay. Yeah, you guys took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah,
That's
totally,
exactly
totally.
the analysis I had about the Jets game. Okay, then I'll go on to the rest of the week. Week of upsets. Cowboys and the team that they played, which is the yep.
Horses. What?
Denver Airport.
The Broncos.
Fuck, I was gonna say I just forgot that airport is in Denver. I didn't want to say.
idiot.
Continue. Sorry.
So the Cowboys were obviously supposed to beat the Broncos. That didn't happen. The Cowboys barely even scored until like the very end there. They like finally got some points on the clock, but it was they just completely destroyed the Cowboys.
Right.
So
Big upset from the
big
Broncos.
upset. They're very
What are some other upsets?
Similarly, the Jaguars and
Yes.
and the Bills.
Yeah.
That was another one. Everybody thought that the Bills were going to win, and that was also a very low scoring game.
Final score?
6-9, 69.5.
Yeah, AFC's run through
Yeah,
New
yeah, yeah.
England. Also, what
What a
happened?
shitty game.
What happened a lot in that game? For the first time in NFL history.
In which game?
In the Bills Jaguars.
In NFL history, the first ever time that the Jags scored against the Bills in the first half, or
what else?
it's the first time that the Bills were losing to the Jags in the first half.
Yep. Pretty good.
Was that
I
it?
can't believe you pulled that.
I actually don't know.
It's the first time ever that a person with the same name has done basically everything.
Josh
Allen intercepted Josh Allen.
Josh Allen against Josh Allen.
Josh Allen sacked Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Josh Allen stripped Josh Allen.
The memes were flowing.
It was Josh Allen did everything to Josh Allen. Josh Allen fucked up Josh Allen's day.
I actually knew that.
Yeah,
I know. I'm not
It
gonna
sounded
say
like you
it,
knew
but I
that.
actually did know
It
that.
did sound like you knew that.
Okay, and then okay, then I'll just quickly go. The Titans and the I'm gonna go actually Ravens and the Vikings.
Yes.
This is so hard with no notes.
I can't
The
believe you're
Ravens
doing this.
And the Vikings, 34-31, last 16 seconds, field goal, Justin Tucker hits it and makes it for the Vikings, and they win. And then we're gonna go on to the last one, which not the last, but I just said
Another one.
Titans against the
No
Rams.
No notes.
The Titans against the Rams was not Jared Goff, but people are comparing Jared Goff to the current quarterback whose name is
Yes.
I hold in my hand a giant.
That's ridiculous.
I know.
Chief of.
You said the same letter.
Stafford. That's Stafford.
Fuck yeah.
What?
That
Oh,
was
you're
me.
saying a
Chief
staff?
of?
Chief of staff. Why did you know
Chief
that?
of staff.
You came up with that from I hold in my hand a giant.
No, I didn't.
just
I just remembered that because I just know football. But how was
Mine
this?
was- mine was
what
like
were
a
you
clue.
even trying to say? Oh, big staff.
Just
Yeah.
staff, yeah.
Okay. Matthew. He's 2 interceptions in 26 seconds. People were like, even Jared Goff wouldn't do that. So,
Shout out Jared Goff. Love you, Jared.
and that's all that I can
Any
remember.
other game? Any other notes?
I know they have other ones. Cardinals, 49ers.
what
Cardinals.
about the Giants? Did you see what happened with the Giants?
I did see what happened with the
What
Giants.
what happened with them?
They played against the Raiders, and the Giants were. They did win.
Yeah, they did
And
win.
that's it. That's all I know about that.
Big
And then-
week of underdog upsets.
Yeah.
So and like I said, shout out to Hank. Hank had like a 4 or 5 leg parlay, I think it was. $50 took home $6,800 courtesy of the Barstool Sports book. So everybody go throw some bets this week, and Jackie will be back on Tuesday for another edition of Jacqed Up.
Jacked up.
Make sure you buy your stickers, which we have spelled incorrectly. JAQED.
Not be getting.
They will
fixed.
definitely
And
not
you
be getting
will
fixed.
get reimbursed
So
for
you can
that.
buy, what is it?
You said
JCK?
JQ.
CQ, but no U.
CQ, no you.
Right.
Which,
so,
like-
when you buy these, it's like a collector edition. This is like when there's like a misprint in like a comic book and it becomes like $1 million. You could get your very own Jacqed Up sticker incorrectly spelled, or maybe you have to change your name now. You ever think about that? Maybe your brand. Like one
I
time.
actually was thinking, like, people have started to spell it JACQ.
Yeah, because you know what?
feel like that's a little-
CQU is a tough thing. What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
What was that face? Like Ben Affleck.
I like to sometimes stick my tongue out between the hair and my mustache.
Ew.
It's disgusting. You're a child. You are too immature to have a mustache. Think about that. You fucking piece of shit. A piece of shit. Stop it. You stop it right now. You stop it right now. Jacqed Up, buy the stickers, change your name. One time we had a sponsor that we were incorrectly saying their name, and they just changed the pronunciation of their company because the horse was out of the barn and all the stoolies were just using
Who
that.
was this?
Mott and Bo.
Oh
They're technically called Mott and Bow.
Yeah.
And we were like Mott and Bo jeans, and they were just like, fuck it, we're Mott and Bo now. Like, we don't care. Which is a good move. It's like, who cares, you know? So.
Oh wow. No. Wow. No.
Wait, what did he just do?
I was trying to see if they did it the way that you pronounced it.
Is that really the truth?
No.
I love the honesty. Also, we will be setting up the triathlon. I know you guys think you're getting out of this. Also, though, I have to be a man of my word. When we get to 70,000 subscribers on YouTube, I would do an Ask Me Anything live on YouTube. So I'll be doing that. So much easier than a triathlon involving swimming. We will set that up. I'm not sure exactly when, but you'll know. I'll tweet it out. And I don't give a fuck about anything anymore, so you can ask me literally anything, and I'll answer all of it. And then after that, because we got to 80,000 subscribers, we are going to have the Jackie versus Pavs triathlon involving swimming, rapping, and Googling.
But I feel like before then, you have to. You
my
made
MA.
another promise too, and I have to know that you are also man of your word.
You don't get shit, okay? You will do a fucking triathlon if I do nothing ever again.
Okay.
You want me to just do another thing?
I was just.
You're
no,
just trying
no,
desperately to get at us.
I'm saying that you
I will do
have
an
to
AMA.
also jerk off and then jump off a bridge.
That's something else, okay? That's a different podcast. You have nothing to do with that. That is not of your concern.
But I just
My coming and my bridge jumping has nothing to do with you. If you were a producer on that show, we could talk. You're not.
damn. I was above you guys at the start of this.
No, you weren't. But okay.
No, I'm not.
But okay. All right. On to top fives. Top five today is brought to you by Bearbottom Clothing. I'm rocking it right now. This is one of my favorite hoodies ever because it's called Denim Knit, and it's very it's just got like good weight to it, you know? Like I either want it to be really, really soft or just like a quality. Like I feel like I could take a bullet in this. I feel like this is like armor.
You want me
It's
to tell
like-
you this is the best ad read I can do for Bearbottom? Before I left the house today, I rotated from my washer into my dryer a ton of Bearbottom shirts. I can't wait to get home and put them on.
They are. I got them
All of them, same time.
I got everything in I got every color of their t-shirts and their long sleeve t-shirts, and then I got fat, and I asked them to send them all in XL as well. So whether I'm fluctuating when I'm on a fat day or a skinny day, I've got Bearbottom clothing.
That's nice.
So like yeah, it's like
I'll say something about Bearbottom with the large. You have a good, gives you good fluctuation range.
yeah,
Fluctuation range.
you're gonna be comfortable because they're very very soft, but they don't, and they're light, but they don't like show off any like your lumps. And then there's this the denim knit. It's not really the denim is like that's not really it's not like you're wearing jeans on your shirt,
Dum-dum-dum.
but it's like it's got this. It's just awesome. It's just a great hoodie that's like high quality. Oh, I'm wearing top to bottom. I also have the Bearbottom pants. These I have in black denim. I also have them in black like chinos, but they're still joggers. I got them in olive. I got them in like light wash blue jeans. So I mean, really, I'm either wearing like my like Sherpa shit and my lounge pants, or when I'm dressing like a real human, I'm rocking Bearbottom. So to me, it's like the only clothing I wear these days. So if you like the way I look or dress, or you want to just get down with a casual, high quality set of wardrobe, you got Bearbottom right now for a limited time. When you buy the incredibly soft tech tee or the natural dye tee, you can get that for free if you spend $150. So the shirts that we're talking about, if you go buy a boatload of Bearbottom, then you go ahead and get your free tech tee or natural dye tee as well. Also, you get 10% off your first order when you go to bearbottomclothing.com/KFC. That's BEAR like the animal. Bottomclothing.com/KFC. Let's get into our top. Oh, but first, show them the koala hoodie.
Quality.
Fights is rocking the quality hoodie. The quality hoodie is legit my favorite piece of merch ever made because it's just accidental. So look, stop moving for a second because it makes me uncomfortable, but also we gotta see this that koala. Now turn around real quick, Feidelberg. That koala looks like Feidelberg, okay? That is the Koalaberg. And we live in the Feidelverse where there are variants running around. And as we learned from Loki, you don't have to be all human. You can be a Feidelberg that's old, that's young, that's female, that's male, that's human, or koala. There you go.
There.
Yeah. Yeah. That is the fucking koala. That is Koalaberg right there. And so,
Is he smiling?
no, it's the mustache is kind of it's just like, it's almost like the mustache is covering his mouth. That's amazing. It's amazing. So these are, shout out to my guys at Crazy Koalas, the NFT company. They made this NFT. Somebody tweeted and said, why does my NFT look like Feidelberg? I bought the fucking NFT. We own the Koalaberg. And I threw it on a hoodie. And I kind of just was like doing it as a joke because I think it's fucking cool. And I was like, put some pink on it. And I was like, how about quality? And they made it. And I fully intended on just having it for myself, like a one of one. And I tweeted it out. And people were like, yo, it's kind of dope. And it kind of looks like an Alec Monopoly, like streetwear, like graffiti type thing. So you can now get down with the quality line and get the NFT koalas that I've got. The second one, I'm gonna drop another one, and I'm gonna put it on the front this time. We'll see how that works. This one has it on the back with the quality brand. The new quality hoodie is gonna be Knowledge, who was my first one that I own, where he's having bubble bath thoughts. He's having shower thoughts. It's a koala in the bubble bath with the light bulb going off. So you can get yourself, get the whole collection. We're gonna have quality collection all winter long. So get those hoodies as well. Top 5 today. Top 5 most honest people in the world. Out of all the people who have ever told the truth about any and all situations, good, bad, whatever, big, small.
Just honest folks.
Just people who are honest.
The most honest people of all time. Okay, so like just so we're clear before we get to the list, honest could mean like means like truthful.
It also means never lies. Someone who never lies.
Okay, so someone's honest, someone never lies, someone's truthful. Okay. You go first.
I mean, my gut reaction right off the rip when I hear it, it's got to be Abe Lincoln.
Abe Lincoln.
Honest Abe.
Honest Abe.
Now, I almost want to make this a hybrid pick, though. I want this to be like Abraham Washington. Because one of those motherfuckers did the thing about the chopping down the tree who didn't lie, but the other one just never tells a lie.
Yeah, right.
Right? It was like, I think George Washington chopped down the cherry tree and then copped to it. He like admitted it.
Yeah. Yes.
But then Honest Abe is honest because you know what I mean? It just feels weird that we have 2 presidents that are all about their honesty when it's like all these presidents are fucking liars.
Well, yeah, I was just gonna say you could just make it presidents never lie.
Right. Any former president.
Yeah. Okay. My number 1 pick is gonna be Tom Brady. I don't know him very well personally, but in my experience, he's a very honest person.
My second overall pick is going to be the kid from the commercial that tells the ref he stepped out of bounds.
Oh, wow. That's a
that
great
ridiculous commercial. I don't even know what it's for. Like not smoking or some shit. I don't even fucking know. Or I think it's just for like beinghonest.com or some shit.
That kid who fucking didn't even touch that ball.
Yes. Yeah. He's like, coach. Yeah, what he says he did touch it or didn't touch it?
I forget what it is.
It's like their ball, but he goes, coach, I touched it. It went out of bounds. And they're like, okay, you fucking here it is.
Just an unbelievable commercial.
Good call. Sportsmanship.
Oh my
you know what we need to do? God damn it. We need to fucking do part 2 of sportsmanship. And I want them to inbound the ball and they drain a 3 and everyone's like, fuck you, Alex! And Alex goes on to be a goddamn junkie who dies with a needle in his arm under a bridge at the age of 17. That kid ruined his fucking life telling the truth there.
That's a very good one. Number 2 is going to be my mom. She is the head of the household. She's very honest. She's honest to a fault. In fact, I was telling a story this weekend about one time when we were at the beach this past summer, maybe 2 summers ago. It was me and all my siblings and my parents, and we were all talking about like having kids, whether we want kids, that kind of shit. And we were all wondering about like, I don't know, we're just all talking about it. And I pulled up this tweet. I've forgotten about this. I don't think we ever talked about this on the episode, on the podcast. My tweet says, sitting at the beach with my siblings, talking about who does and doesn't want kids and why. My mom leans over and says, at the risk of being scarring, I don't think kids make much of a difference in your life.
I thought that she said something about how like she was just like being honest, you shouldn't have kids. I don't think I remember that. To say that children don't change your life is fucking insane.
At the risk of being scarring, kids don't make much of a difference in your life. Like you're supposed to be this beautiful gift. My dad's like, I don't know, when you turn 16, you got to drive me home from Red Sox games. And my mom was like, I don't know, I never changed anything.
Dude, these kids like unequivocally changed your entire life, except for Polly. She just like, I kept doing what I was doing. And she had a whole slew of you fucks running around.
My life was my life, and I don't know, they were just kids that were there.
My third pick, anybody from any of those stories that's like I woke up and like my bank account said like $300,000 and you like alert the bank and give it back.
Yeah.
The people who like the ATM like spit out like thousands of dollars and I returned the money. Or like I got in an Uber and I found like a bag of cash and I gave back the bag. Anybody who returns gross amounts of money that they don't really deserve, that fell in their lap by the grace of God as a gift from heaven, and you give it back. Fuck you, you honest assholes.
Okay, by number 4 is this dude on this viral TikTok who is just who honest.
I was at like a sex dungeon at this bar in Chicago once. It's like a basement. You had to take off your clothes to get down there. You get down there, there's a bunch of people just fucking in the dark. So I got fucked by like 4 random people, and they all came in me, which was crazy. Somebody probably peed on me down there too. That probably happens. There's just a lot of stuff. There's a lot of fluid around. That's some wild shit.
That reminds me of the
That
Steve
dude
Chappelle show.
on.
She's like, like me and like 3 of my guys in college, like we all like fucked. Craziest thing I ever did is have sex little gangbang here without a rubber. Yo, I will say this. 4 loads inside of you is too many loads. It's too many loads. You can't go out for the night with no loads inside you and come home with 4 loads inside you. You can come home with 1. I'll even give you like you have a crazy night, maybe you have a threesome. Even then though, it really shouldn't be 2. Like I'll give you like it can be 2 in like 2 different places. You can have like 1 in your stomach and 1 in one of your holes, or even in separate holes. You can't. And I will maybe even grant you 3, because you're gonna have 3 separate places that they all come. But the minute that you have 2 loads in one spot, it's too many loads.
2 loads in one hole is too many loads in a hole.
Like you can't blow 2 dudes and swallow their cum. You can't have 2 cum in your vagina. You can't have 2 cums in your assholes. You can't do that.
That's because then if you have 2 mixed loads together, then in your vagina in particular,
Like Godzilla could come out of there.
never in human history have we even found out what happens.
Super baby comes out. You know what I
With
mean? You get double,
Tiana
you
Trump
get
said
double
that's what she
pregnant.
wants.
What?
Tiana Trump said that's what she wants.
What? 2 like
She wants
twins from 2
20
different
guys to come in a cup, and she wants to dump that whole cum in there, and then she wants the number 1 fastest person, fastest semen to win.
Right. I kind of want. So wait, when you have twins, what?
Nothing.
When you have twins, it's 1 sperm into an egg and the egg splits, right?
It could be
Or it
either.
could be 2 sperms.
That's like fraternal versus whatever. It's like I think if it's 2, then they won't look alike. If it's 1, that's.
But wait. So you have 1 piece of sperm, 1 swimmer gets into an egg, and that egg splits. That's identical twins.
Yes.
Or you can have 2 swimmers get into multiple eggs.
I think, but again,
Because my
I'm
point,
not. We have Google.
Mike's like,
Did we get a
the
camera
Google guy
for that?
Yeah, that was
That
amazing.
was
He was like,
he typed like 3 letters and went on. No.
sometimes you gotta know when you're beat.
Yeah.
Be honest. Be honest. Be like, I got nothing here. Because I was gonna say, if there's some way that you could get 2 different swimmers from 2 different guys, Jackie's trying to win this Google battle, isn't she?
1 fertilized egg splits and then develops into 2 babies.
Thanks, Jack.
We knew that one.
Wait,
but then
yeah.
what's the other one, you idiot?
What?
Jackie's throwing up her hands. I need the other one.
Oh,
What's the other way?
What do you mean the other way?
Like, I think there's another way you can have twins. That's not just that.
Oh.
Identical twins is when a single egg splits into 2. Fraternal twins is what? Fraternal twins is when 2 separate eggs. Okay, our sperm with 2 separate sperm. So, what if you get 2 separate eggs? And when I say 2 separate sperm, I mean 2 separate sperm. 2 guys go at the same time, and then you have 2 different daddies from one in one womb. Imagine if you had like 1 like giant black dude and 1 like nerdy white guy, and they both pop out, and it's like this guy's gonna be an accountant, this guy's gonna be a cornerback. That would be wild.
It's still one of my all-time favorite.
That can happen.
That can
Yeah?
happen?
It's super
You
rare.
just gotta be it's super rare. You gotta be a whore to have it happen, but
Yeah, it literally starts in rare cases. Well, yeah.
Yeah. It was Letterman. Brady was on Letterman probably like 04, 05, after one of the Super Bowls, and discussing about how someone had sent him a letter asking him to be your sperm donor. And Letterman said you should have agreed and sent Will Forks. So actually, if it was 04 or 05, Will Fork wasn't on the team yet. So it was after that.
I love what's Dwight Schrute absorbed his twin in the womb, right?
Yes.
And that's why he's bigger, stronger, whatever. What's his line? He says something about like, that's why I'm like superior or whatever.
That's why he's the strength of a man in the baby.
Right. Also, as I bring up Dwight, we haven't told this yet, have we?
No.
The single funniest moment, maybe of my whole life, happened on Saturday night at UFC. Colby Covington had just lost. He was giving his post-fight speech, and me and Fights were walking out. And of course, Colby, being the red-blooded American that he is, the first thing he does, he thanks the first responders and the military and the firefighters and everyone keeping us safe. And as we walked out, a Madison Square Garden usher was watching Colby Covington give this speech. And he's like, I just want to thank all the first responders and military. And this guy goes, yes! He like spun around and was like, yeah!
I don't really have enough room back
and
here.
he starts clapping. Like,
it was like,
he like, yeah!
he did a spin.
He like went down, he like jump spin, and was like, yes! And I saw it, and I just internalized it because it was like in a rush to leave, and I was like, that was the funniest thing I've fucking ever seen in my life. And then we like got like a few feet like further. We got to like kind of where it was like a little more spaced out. Because we were walking single file, and that's why we didn't talk about it. Then we get spaced out, and John was like, did you see that guy react? And I was like, yes, I saw it too. And we laughed about this all the way out of the garden. We
kept doing it and saying it.
We went from the fight to like 30th and 7th, just fucking howling, going, yes. And it was just like Dwight fist pumping the fire trucks. It's hard. I had to be there. I don't expect anyone to be laughing on the podcast right now. But I'm telling you, it was the funniest thing that's ever happened in like the history of humankind.
If there was a part, it would be like my superhero moment where I'm like, okay, that's it. I'm gonna change the world now, and I want to go back to school. I have a long way to go until I get to this.
If you were Superman, you would spin around the world.
Oh no!
Time.
I'm going forward where I'm gonna invent a technology where I can go into my brain.
Got it.
And just
get that moment again.
Just get one vine. That's it. This is gonna be people are gonna be what inspired you to do that. Like your mom's last words on her deathbed. No, she was too honest. I wanted to go see this dude fist pump at the garden.
If I had the time stone, I'm going back to that. If I have the DeLorean, I'm going back to that. You got to stop Thanos? Nope, he can still do the snap. I got to go watch this guy fucking fist pump.
Yes!
It was so fucking funny. If you are that usher and somehow we find you, please just make a video of yourself fist pumping. My fourth pick in the honesty draft, Fletcher Reed. From Liar Liar. It's fucking honest as shit, man.
You're right.
The color of the pen that I hold in my hand is that was my favorite. Liar Liar. I remember saying this when I was like a kid, and I got to watch it again because I haven't in many years. I remember being like, he deserves an Oscar for this.
Yeah.
Like fuck, like it's a comedy, and I know it's not serious and shit.
He's got a few of those.
But like he is fucking so funny when he beats himself up in the bathroom. It's like incredible physical comedy. When he's honest to the chick, you know, how like was it good for you? I've had better. So fucking good. So hot. Yeah. So fucking hot.
My number 4 would be my boss from GNC. When I was in college, he was this big dude who was just like, I mean, really cool guy. I ended up playing fucking what do you call it? Men's league hockey with him, but he told me one time, he said, if you ever again close the store so you can take a nap in the back room all day Saturday, I'm going to fire you. And then he did. So,
you know, he told you?
He didn't lie.
He told the truth.
Yeah.
He never lied. My last pick, number 5, is Scott Peterson. He didn't murder that bitch.
Scott Peterson, that's the hat. That's what we're hanging our hat on, huh?
He did not murder that chick.
I don't know anything about Scott
He's
Peterson.
getting out.
He's the guy who bleached his hair, right? Dyed his hair?
Maybe. I don't know. He's the guy who didn't murder his wife. That's the guy.
You're right. He is very nondescript. He's a regular non-murderer like all of us.
Exactly. He's just like all the other guys out there that did not murder his wife.
Okay. Number 5 is
there he is. Bleach tips.
Number 5. This one I just thought of on the fly. Number 5 is gonna be me because I'm about to admit I just farted.
Oh no! Is it coming? Is it coming?
Oh, you ate the hot chip earlier.
Oh no!
I could smell. I just wanted to get ahead of. I was not originally number 5 on my list, but because of this admission that I just farted, number 5, me.
Is it bad? You good?
No, all right.
I think you're good.
It was a hot one. You know, you get a hot.
Oh Jesus Christ! Maybe that's what the title of that show means.
You get a
It's not about the wings, it's about the farts.
It's a hot
What if
fart.
the what if the
moment
whole
I farted, I
time,
was like, "That's a hot one."
what if the whole time Sean Evans was like, it's actually about the farts that come out of your butt afterwards? It's not the wings, it's the farts.
Like,
That would be the greatest
Like the
fucking-
temperature in this room changed. You guys might not have noticed, but
I could have melted the polar ice caps that one.
we went up. Yeah, I'm like a cow. Like more methane. We can't take it anymore.
Oh my god. All right. Is there anybody else? Did we miss anybody for top 5?
No, I don't think so.
If there's anybody else on the tweet us.
I think
Tweet
we
us.
got all 10 people.
Tweet us if there's anybody else that we're missing. That was honest. Voicemails?
Yep.
Video voicemails. I just said video. Video voicemails. Video voicemails are brought to you by
Welcome.
Simplisafe. Simplisafe. They're as honest as it comes too. They are honestly the safest home security system in the world today because they decided in order to be safe, it's not just inside. Because I'll be honest, if the burglar's inside, you're kind of fucked. Like it's too late. Like some bad shit's gonna go down one way or the other if the burglar's already inside.
Take it from one who's experienced it.
Right.
Just let them take stuff.
Just seriously, just stay on the bowl and let them steal. But if you can catch them when they're outside, then you got more time to keep them from going inside, and that's what SimpliSafe does now with the indoor and outdoor cameras with comprehensive sensors, monitoring around the clock by trained professionals that send you the help you need immediately. Unbelievable. These amateurs over here.
Fucking TikTok.
SimpliSafe was named the best home security in 2021 by U.S. News and World Report. They got the customizable system that you can set up yourself. They've got the sensors, the cameras, the sirens, the alarms for inside, for outside, making it protecting you from burglars, from floods, from earthquakes, from fire, from tsunamis and avalanches, and protecting you from Feidelbergs when he's farting. It's just gonna burn your house down with that fart. Speaking of burning houses down, it's a spoiler alert, but the show You is the dumbest piece of entertainment that has ever been made.
Yeah.
It is like just staggeringly stupid.
I didn't hear much
and they're
about
gonna
season
do a
3.
season 4.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna do a season 40. Like the way they just leave it like open ended all the time. But this is stupid even by stupid standards. It's so bad. Are you watching anything right now?
No.
I'm watching. Did you watch Invasion?
Oh, I
Did you
hear.
like Invasion? Do you like it or no? No. Invasion is an alien show on Apple. It's kind of like Aliens meet The Leftovers. I know that many people like The Leftovers, but you know, like The Leftovers was all about that rapture that went wrong, like the rapture that happened. But it's more about like the aftermath and like the people than it is like this sci-fi thing that happened. It's kind of like that with Invasion, where it's like you're not gonna get like an Independence Day, or at least not yet, alien like explosion, fucking whatever. It's like there's 4 or 5 different like here are the things that are going on in these people's lives while aliens attack. Which is like this one girl finds out that her husband is cheating, and it's like now she's got to like put that to the side. and deal with the
Backburner.
fucking- you got to back burner that one for the fucking alien invasion. There's a military storyline, kids storyline, astronaut storyline. So people are like, where are the aliens? Like, well, like that's not really like what.
Oh,
this
that makes
show
me wanna
is,
watch it more.
Yeah, it's more like sociological, if you will, than it is like sci-fi alien.
Yellow Jackets, I hear, is good.
Yellow Jackets.
Yeah,
What's
it's a new
that?
show on Showtime.
Interesting. What's it
Yeah.
about?
I forget, but
Jackie was just like, she was slumped over on her own shoulder, just like looking at something.
Finish the ad read.
Yellow Jackets is a team of wildly talented high school girls soccer players survive a plane crash deep in the remote north wilderness.
Okay.
It is supposed to be like a survival show. I don't know.
True story at all or anything?
No,
okay.
no. It's Juliette Lewis, Christina Ricci.
Okay.
Supposed to be really
I also watched the worst show in the history of the world, Swagger. Oh, buddy. You want to see a bad television show. KD, produced it. It's got O'Shea Jackson
KD?
in it. Kevin Durant.
Oh.
It's got O'Shea Jackson in it, who I thought...
Not a basketball guy.
He's a good actor, right? So I was like, okay. It's called Swagger, and it's about basketball. It's just so hard to make good sports shows. That's why Friday Night Lights stands out so much to me. It's about a kid who's going to be the next LeBron. He's 14 years old and he needs a coach. And O'Shea Jackson's the coach who he's a fallen star, used to play ball, never made it, but it is mighty bad. And then I only watched one episode, so maybe it gets better, but I read these reviews that were it's awesome. And I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. This is the worst show I've ever fucking goddamn seen in my life. But Dexter's back. Did you watch Dexter?
Nope.
First episode was setting some things up.
I saw you say it didn't look as bad as you remembered.
Well, I watched a recap from season whatever, the final season. I watched an 11-minute recap of the final season. And while, if you remember the final season, it was very silly. Super over the top. But so was Dexter. Was always over the top. It's a ridiculous premise. And I was like, this doesn't seem like the worst fucking show ever, I think the end we all hated. The lumberjack thing was just preposterous. But I was like, that's not as bad as I really remember it. But it also was it's like Billy Walsh and Entourage. You can cut some shit up and make it look good, you know? But so I watched episode 1. It's I think it's 10 weeks. It's a week-to-week show. So, we at least get to do it like that. Some of it was we're just setting it up. Some of it was we went into hyperdrive. And it was just oh, okay, that doesn't make much sense that we would just be right back into Dexter mode. But it just brought back Dexter memories. Man, at its peak. Fucking great. And I really don't think they would do this if they didn't have a home run ending.
Yeah.
Why would
he's gotta die, right?
Why would you subject yourself to this? That's what should have happened the first time around. They should have gone Walter White with it.
Yeah.
Because in the end, he's a mass murderer who doesn't really deserve a good fate. So it should have been something where he saves people but sacrifices himself, Because he doesn't deserve to live if you're going by the book of the code, And they should, and so maybe they're gonna do that again. But I just don't think you would subject yourself to we fucked it up twice, bro. This makes me feel like the creators, the writers were talking once, and someone was like, "Man, we should have done. He should have died like this," and they were like, "Oh my god, that's so fucking awesome. We have to do that, Otherwise, they're just crazy people." Anyway, voicemails. Let's do it.
UFC fights Jackie, Zach, and the rest of the KFC radio gang. You guys should start I don't know if you guys already do this or not, but can you guys make a list of everyone that's in that room so people don't miss everyone on these video voicemails? I can't fucking speak. But I've just been thinking a lot about how the shit from my childhood has affected me as a grown-ass adult.
Whoa.
I was born in the Philippines and I moved to Maui. And I was raised Filipino and all that stuff. And one of the toxic family Filipino traits that I grew up with is if you're not skinny or smart, you're not going to be successful. And I feel like that's been fucking with my brain so much. Yeah, but I guess my question is for you guys is, what's some shit in your childhood that you wish you could change, or some shit in your childhood that has really fucked you up as an adult?
Girl,
yeah.
BetterHelp.com/KFC. You got some shit to work on. Second of all, I don't think it's just Filipino that if you're not good looking and smart, you're not going to be anything. You got to be one of those two things.
I think if Filipinos recognize that at a young age, they're smart.
Yeah,
we do it just very subtly.
If you're dumb and ugly, you're not going to be successful in life. Let me tell you that much. She didn't just say good looking, skinny and hot. She said skinny and smart. You do have to be one of those two things. Yeah. Dumb and ugly people are failures. Yeah. Tell me one person who's fat and ugly and also dumb that's succeeding in life.
It's a great question. That's really the question here.
Give me a fat dumb.
Who's a fat dumb person who's successful?
I bet you can't find one.
Howard Taft.
He's dead.
We got stuck in a tub. He was a president.
You got to be pretty dumb and pretty fat to get stuck in a tub.
Right.
But you also became president, so shout out to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's-
Okay, I'll take that.
That's one.
That's like the one.
Yeah,
that's
that,
the one.
But I think it was you who said that was like before people even knew what he looked
Yeah,
like.
there's no way he would have got elected because
Because
they saw
he's
he's fat.
fat.
They would have
No
been
way.
like, this guy looks like he gets stuck in a tub. I'm voting for the other guy. What's something from your childhood you learned that fucked you up?
I don't know. I
and
blocked it all out.
I was gonna say it's probably. I mean, I'll answer for you. It's like any of the molestations. Like pick a number, pick a deli paper, 1 through 5. Which molestation?
Bro,
do you wish didn't happen?
again, this is, I don't think I've ever been molested, but people like to say that I have.
That is so what people have been molested say.
If it is true, and I have been molested upwards of 5 times, kinda sick. Like
You're a 5-time survivor.
Like, nah, fuck, I don't give a shit about that. Like, I was just a hot ass kid.
And they don't molest fat dumbs.
Dude, like, if
You know?
I was fucking, I can say this because it was me. If they were just fucking grabbing at me and fucking rubbing my shoulders and shit, which they were doing, I just, like,
But I've never been molested.
I had that fucking swagger, man. Like, I had that,
I got that child molestation swagger.
I had that it factor.
Yeah,
I had that.
mean, that's
Wow! I walk in the room like,
You got
adult.
that-
I walk in that room as a 6th grader, and adults like, I gotta have that.
Vice got that je ne sais quoi as like a 11-year-old. That panache, that pizzazz. It was like going around the room. I'm gonna rape that
Whoa,
one.
Boy, if I'm a computer teacher who's got to rub one set of shoulders all class. It's
Here's
his.
this kid. You making eyes from across the room. That kid. Rip God over there in the 4th grade. Let me give me some of that.
So it's my sense of humor, I guess. Dude, my mom was telling me a story today about when I don't know why this came up on our walk to work, but she was telling me when some UFC and then karate came. When I took karate as a kid, and in my town, it was like a tough town I grew up in, and she said she brought me to my first karate class in fucking lime green sweatpants and a Martha's Vineyard sweatshirt, and I had a like very big head of blonde hair, like, and she's like, I remember bringing you into the classroom, and just all the kids looking at you like, that's the kid I'm gonna kick the shit out of first.
Easy pickings.
You were like 9 years old. You looked like a Barbie doll. And everyone was like, no, a Cabbage Patch Kid. You were 9-year-old like a Cabbage Patch Kid. Everyone's like, I'm gonna fuck that kid up.
What's funny is that's similar to that time that you came down the stairs when you were like 15 in your Madras shorts, and they were like, "This kid's a douchebag."
Yeah.
Pretty much anytime Feidelberg comes out like with his fashion choices with his family, they were like, "This kid sucks." Throw me some Whoppers, Feidelberg's favorite.
Disgusting.
Whoa! That was chaos. That was Mutombo over here. I was about to catch one at the carton, and I got none.
Fuck out of here.
Holy shit!
Before I play this, guess how old you think this guy is?
Oh boy, that means he's young.
Yeah.
I would guess, if you didn't tell me that, if you didn't say that, I would say he is 32.
I was gonna say 36.
I'm gonna say 24.
23, right?
23.
Crazy.
It's Jeff D'Lo's brother.
You look distinguished, bro.
What's going on, crew? It's Piss Boy here. I got an Am I the Asshole for you. Pertains to me and my brother. He's 27 and he's disabled. I guess I'm disabled too if you think about it, but I'm 23. And he doesn't have good hygiene yet. You know, I attribute that to his disability and the fact that he acts, you know, like half his age and stuff. But he doesn't have good hygiene yet. When I get out of the shower and I'm drying myself off, I'll use his towel for my nuts and my armpits. Like my stinkiest day, my cleanest day, it doesn't matter. I use his towel for my nuts and my armpits. Because I think that my towel, I have too much respect for my towel, whatever towel I'm using, to wipe my nuts and my armpits with it. I just think it's, I don't know, I just don't want to get my face there, you know. My luck, I'll get like pink eye or something. But am I the asshole for that? Let me know what you guys think. I feel like that's some shit you guys might do though, so let me know.
You are decidedly the asshole for wiping your nuts on your retarded brother's towel, knowingly doing that. Like, first of all, let me make it clear. When you get out of the shower, unless you're showering really, really wrong, you can rub any body part. You're fucking clean.
Floss,
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't, but I could.
Yeah, because like you should have really clean nuts and a really clean ass and a really clean everything when you get out of the shower if you're doing it right. This guy thinks to himself, like, I'm above that, but my retarded brother's not. Like, that is fucked.
What he said was, I have too much respect for the towel, and in a lack of respect in abundance for my brother.
You respect a towel more than your brother.
Yeah, towels are clean. I have used my brother's wet towel after he was done.
Bro, towels and toothbrushes, whatever.
Going back, Piss Boy is the guy that tried to pee in the girl to stop having
things are starting to make a little more sense.
The fact that he's the smart brother.
I've been trying to figure it out for 2 minutes.
We had the other pee boy who like couldn't pee, but that's Cracker Boy.
That's Cracker Kid.
Cracker Kid.
I gotta get a fucking catalog.
Yeah,
up here.
we need like that girl said, we need a list.
Yeah.
This guy being the smart brother, not a great sign. I'd rather be like disabled and dumb because of that than just this guy. This guy's a piece of shit.
I've very recently gotten into the 2-towel life. I've always been a strictly 1-towel man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a 2-towel guy now.
Do over the top,
I do
around the waist.
one kind of draped on me like a champion,
Mm-hmm.
and then one around the waist. But I'm usually like, also let's do it. Let's have a fucking towel talk. Everyone sit down. Come on, crisscross applesauce towel talk time. How often do you change your towels? People tell me you're supposed to do it like every 2 uses.
I'm probably doing it like after like 5 days, so like 5 uses. But here's the thing. But I'm gonna help you out here. Like, but also I might not. Like, I do it because I actually have a lot of towels, and like I go to the closet, I get like Keegan's diapers or whatever, and it's there.
Yeah.
There's been times where I'll go like,
I've gone years.
I've gone years, but it also kind of depends on like what's happened to the towel. Like,
yeah, I don't put any cum in towels.
well, yeah, if you come in a towel and reuse it, you are deplorable.
You're a
Let's
madman.
just say that. I can't believe that was even thrown out there.
Well, like what? I mean, people use towels, like cum towels, and
They
phrase.
definitely do, but I'm just saying like we're not reusing them.
No,
It's
of course
2021,
not.
folks. We're not reusing cum towels.
No,
you know?
heavens no. But
like I don't know. I just feel sometimes like I don't know. Let's talk more about the makeup of towels.
well, this is kind of where. Wait, actually, I want to hear everyone's answer first, though. How often do you use a towel?
Do I use it out? Or
Like how many
wash?
times? How many times we?
Oh, like once every like I don't know 2 weeks. But I'm kind of like you. Where like I don't.
You just
I don't.
leave
I
it
just,
over the door of the shower.
Yeah,
on the
I don't
hook,
like
right? And you just grab
wipe
it.
myself off with the towel either. I just
Yeah.
like soak, and so I'm not really like I'm clean after it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm good.
Like once a week.
Nick.
It's every 2 to 3 weeks, but I have like 4 towels that I like.
In rotation.
shift.
That's another thing I do. I have like 2 towels on the door. So sometimes I use this, sometimes I'm using that.
Zach. I think we're all pretty much on the same page.
2 weeks, yeah,
2
something
weeks,
like that,
yeah. Towels get a lot of wear and tear.
Yeah,
Towels,
definitely.
towels live a long enough life to like see me come and be like, not again. Ah, son of a bitch.
But like I feel like it all depends on how your towel dries. Because the whole thing about towels, like if they're not getting gross because you're like rubbing body parts that are gross, like your nuts or something like that. It's like if they are wet and they don't dry, and like a wet towel becomes like a wet dog almost. It gets like moldy in a way, you know. So like you gotta hang it up and dry it, and like if it falls on the floor or it's crumpled up or something, you can't, then it's like it's just wet. You can't reuse a wet towel. So it all depends on, you got to make sure you hang it up right and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But the more important part, and my dad turned me on to this when I was like 14. He's been beating this drum for a long time. That fancy towels that are soft are garbaggio. It just moves the water around your body. It's like you're rubbing like rubber, like a water resistant thing on your body.
Fleece vest is what you're describing, Kevin. You're describing Patagonia vest.
Yeah.
I've done it before. I've been in a pinch. Sure. I've fucking tried to use a fleece towel before.
Can't do it.
A fleece blanket as a towel.
Yeah, no.
It's just pushing water.
It's like
it doesn't make
you
sense.
know what? It feels like they make towels out of a duck's feathers.
Yeah.
Feels like it's a down towel that is water repellent. Like you just see the water beating up, and you can like rub it, and it's dry. It's like a magician trick.
Somehow afterwards, you and the towel are both wetter. And yes, this
Yeah.
was discussed on Curb this week or last week, but I discussed this
Bro, I discussed this in 1997.
a million times. But people, I
This
just want to make clear what. This is the inspiration. The fact that it was brought up again is why we're bringing it up again. We're not pretending we just came up with this, but we discussed it before
I
Larry
didn't know
did.
that. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't realize
yeah.
it was okay.
Yeah.
But
People were tagging you in that when it first came out, being like, they stole your idea. Are you ready for the
Which
show?
I obviously don't think. But it's just
the best towels, there is an in between. There are beach towels that are made to be like you're gonna lay on the sand with them, and like they have a cool design or something. It's almost just like a fashion thing. Those are trash as well. Then there's the fancy like at-home towels. Those are
garbage.
There's this in between that's almost like a pool towel, not a beach towel. That's big, because that's the other thing too. Sometimes these fucking.
Oh, I don't like a towel too big.
Oh no, I want to be able to wrap up in this shit.
No. I like
and
a
it
towel
has,
about this wide right here. If I want to be able, while I'm coming up from up to back, an easy fucking. My arms are locked. It's about this wide.
Okay.
That's the perfect towel length.
And that material, that's like thin, it's not thick and fluffy. It's like these people want me to fucking dry off with a Sherpa hoodie. It's not supposed to be thick. It's not supposed to be fluffy. It's supposed to be like a absorbent, kind of rough almost. It doesn't need to be like soft. I want it to dry
you're
up. I
going
want like a
too-
fucking rag almost.
You're going
I need
a little
a body
too light.
size rag.
I like sandpaper.
Yeah, I want a body size rough rag.
My towel, the famous towel when I had only 2 towels, which was one towel that I ripped in half.
Yeah.
I still have both those towels and still use them regularly. They are on their last leg. They
I
rip
would hope so.
more every time I use them.
Yeah.
And but those towels doesn't drive me like that towel.
Go to terry is the problem, I think. Terry cloth.
Terry cloth can get
like-
the fuck out of my life.
Search absorbent towels. Because that's the problem. People are going comfort over utility. I don't need to be like soft and snuggled by my blanket. I need this shit to be dry. I need like a chamois.
Right.
I need like a chamois cloth.
If
ShamWow up in this
my
bitch.
towel was covered in oil, it would be perfect. Like one of those fucking rags they just keep around a motor shop.
Yeah.
A motor shop.
Dude.
Auto body shop. I don't know anything about anything blue collar. Sorry.
It was always blue collar. Did you see Jerry just longing for the days of blue collar?
Motherfucker's working in the office for a week. He's like, get me out of here.
The absorbent towels need to be made of that ShamWow cloth. I wanna be like, I need the cloth to be like the towel to be like soaked after it runs over my body. You know what I mean? Soak that shit up.
Yeah. And like smaller. Like it almost looks like I could throw it in the trash. Like what happens with a paper towel, it just gets like ugh. Just like this fucking
when
mess of material.
When they do the ShamWow commercials, there's like a bowl of like Coke. Like soda, and they just like put the chamois in and just, the whole bowl's gone. That's what I want. I just want to magically get rid of all that fucking water. Anybody who has soft, nice towels, you're running around with a damp undercarriage the rest of the fucking day.
Shout out you. Same squad.
Last voicemail. What's up, girl?
Hello. Bites, KFC, entire crew. I'm Mel, aka No Pathetic, singer-songwriter, self-proclaimed white trash Taylor Swift. Would love to sing a song or two for you, Fights.
Yay!
I have a hypothetical. So you know how in Always Sunny there were those episodes where Mac and Dee got to make the rest of the crew do whatever they wanted for an entire 24 hours without complaint, or else the timer would restart?
We're not playing this game.
My question is, if you got to do that with the rest of the KFC radio crew, what would you make?
Jackie Day would be a nightmare.
Yeah.
for us.
What?
No, we are doing this.
What resets the clock?
This is genius. We're doing this.
What resets the clock in this show?
24
It's
hours.
24 hours.
No. But like what?
Oh, if you
If you're
complain.
not, if you complain or you make
If
you
you-
complain, you make fun of her. Like you just can't be. Like I have to be nice to Jackie.
I forget exactly what. Yeah, you have to be nice. I think is what it is. We're doing this. We're 100% doing this.
And what is like so?
This is like we always say we're gonna do something. We're not doing it. We're doing this.
Everybody gets a
this
day.
is-
Everyone gets a day.
This is a good 90K goal. Although we're climbing there quick right now. We got like 4K in the past week.
Yeah. Okay. So at 90,000.
You both got to knock out yours very, very soon. At 90,000, we will get everyone's name goes in a hat.
And we'll pick
We'll
one.
get one person gets a day.
We'll do what? Like a person one a month? Everybody gets
One
a day?
after that, one every 10K.
Yeah, I think that would be the best way. Like where we do.
And then we film like that person for their day.
Yeah.
Like us
We're
for
all
that day.
with them. Yeah.
And they get to make you do
Wait,
whatever.
We
On Jackie Day, you choose everything that happens.
Like what we eat, what we look at their smile. You
I got that fucking smirk. That's what scares me.
You pick the content of the show. You
fantastic.
pick out our outfits, what we have to wear that day.
You can make everyone do anything.
I like this a lot.
Like on my day, we're just partying all day.
Oh God, Evan, help us.
We're doing nothing but partying.
I don't even know what I would do on my day.
And like, I think that means, like we're partying. On my day, it's gonna be a lot of partying.
Oh, my day is gonna be so weird. I feel like
Actually, my day we're gonna be there's gonna be some jumping rope. We're gonna start the day jump. Oh, I got my day. I'm ready for my day.
jumping rope, chugging smoothies.
I'm ready.
gonna hate Feidelberg Day.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna despise Feidelberg Day. You have to sleep on a couch the night before. Yeah.
I have to sleep, like you're gonna like tuck me in. You're gonna be on the couch. You're gonna like throw a chocolate bar on the couch and be like, tucked in, lay down on it, lay down on top of this.
Yours is
smoke
actually
a cigarette.
Yeah, yours is actually
God,
like
you make me smoke and eat a banana. I hate both of those things.
yours is literally like Charlie and Mac, like eating cat food and like going to sleep. It's like smoke a cigarette, eat a banana, make sure
This is a great idea. What was her? No Pathetic was her name?
Yeah, no pathetic.
No Pathetic. This is a great idea.
Zach's gonna make us suck dick.
All right, so all right, so everyone give one thing you'd do.
Man, I don't even want.
Mine's probably
you guys are
cocaine.
all so. Everybody's just
We all
like,
have to do cocaine.
you walk in, there's just 6 lines laid out.
Good morning, my people.
Just tell everybody it's Schneeberg.
Yeah, you're all getting poisoned.
You guys are all so useless. I can't think of anything that would make you do to benefit me. What would be the benefit from you?
Kevin's
idiots?
like raised children.
Yeah, like you have to watch my kids for the night. That would be great. I don't trust any to do that, but
Yeah, you can't. I'm high on coke. Can't raise a kid high on coke.
all right. Bert time?
Yeah.
Bert Kreischer on KFC Radio.
Wait, no one said anything else?
Oh yeah.
You guys all just let
yeah,
me
yeah,
shut the fucking wear that bullet, huh? Fine, fuck you guys. Let's go to Bert. Fucking assholes. Guess what? Your day just got 10 times worse.
All I could think of.
You guys are just going to make us do the podcast at like 8 a.m. And the podcast has to be done and wrapped by like 10:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I would just make you guys shower me in compliments all day to start out, and then continue.
Maybe we can take a nap all together. Jackie will make us we'll do nap time for Jackie.
Yeah.
Play Tetris.
She just falls asleep in the middle of the day. She's a little narcoleptic.
There was one time.
That was more than one time. You take naps in the middle of the day. Facts.
Yeah. Did you see me fall asleep the other day? And
Oh no, you actually fell asleep here? Oh, that's what you see.
Well, that's
read it
not
on
Oh,
your shoulder.
I've seen her doze off. It's usually like we're
Yeah,
editing
she was-
late,
she
and I'll
was
give you
doing that.
that pass. But
Here's a twist on everyone's day. Who pays for it? Because if you have to pay for your own day, that day went down.
You're gonna make it pretty. You're gonna make it pretty fucking.
thought we were
skimpy,
gonna
yeah.
try to expense this whole thing. We're all going to Dirty Circus for mine, for sure.
Yeah.
Get the filming clearance in there.
What would Paz do?
We're all going to a bar,
Okay.
and everybody's my wingman that night, pretty much.
Everybody's gonna get you
Pretty
late.
good.
All right, Bert Kreischer on KFC Radio in what I think is probably the best podcast appearance of all time. You have to watch this. If you're listening, stop and go watch Bert. We have the conclusion of the long ball saga. We have our own long ball off. We have we end the interview with an activity that is as preposterous as it is sexy.
I have no regrets about that one.
Oh,
But I'm
I
gonna be
think I do.
taking a load of flack for that.
a load of flack indeed. You
I got no problem with winning the blowjob crowd.
You definitely did. There was a couple times where
I haven't seen it.
I've watched it like 4 times.
John, it's not about seeing it; it's about hearing it. Okay, I haven't seen you do it.
Sorry, I suck good dick.
I didn't see it. I heard it. I heard you suck.
I heard it. I just thought. Okay, I can explain exactly what happened. I was in a different place. My blowjob was transcendent, and I was in a different
out
place.
of body experience,
and I heard choking. And I just didn't.
It was your choking.
I didn't put together that it was me. So I was like, fuck, someone's choking on their bottle. I gotta suck this harder. And then I just made myself choke more on the water bottle.
Savage. At one point,
it was over the top.
At one point, there was so much nudity and sexual activity going on that we did not want to subject Jackie to that. So Nick was like, Jackie, why don't you go set up ATI? And so I said something like, Jackie can't be in here. And Nick was like, don't worry. I told her to go set up ATI. And I was like, that worries me because I don't think that's blunt enough. And I texted her, do not come in here. And then I wrote back like, okay, the coast is clear. Because I didn't want her to be like, okay, I set up ATI, I'm going to go back in. Like, no, you're not.
So
no, you're not.
I texted her. I have it here. I'll put it on the screen. It says, can you go set up ATI? And when I said that, Pavs walked out. And I was like, and she's like, Pavs is already on it.
Jackie set it up, yeah.
And I think he's coming back now. And she's like, but also, do you think I should get out? In case they want to show each other their balls. And I'm like, and I went,
she understood the assignment.
I'm like, that was actually the real reason.
That is why Jackie is on this team. That is why Jackie, see, that's like a fun girl too who gets it. Like there are times just straight up, you can be a fun girl and a cool girl, but you have to know sometimes all right, some guy shit's going down. And it's like the girl who knows, the girl at work, she goes out for happy hour, and then the guys want to go expense the strip club on the company card, and you can't come. And they know that. They're like, I'm just gonna peel off here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. That Jackie knew. Balls were coming out. I gotta go. Well done, Jackie. All right, Bert Kreischer on KFC Radio. It's brought to you by Movement. Movement watches. Hey, they've been with us for over a decade now. They make watches that every type of style I've ever really gone through with my watch cycles has been through Movement. When I wanted a lighter one, I'm rocking the tan leather band. When I want a more heavy duty one, I got that black on black metal one. They've got big faces, small faces, watches for men, for women, all sorts of different styles, colors, different bands, different makeups, all watches that should cost you a few $100s, but they start at just $95. Don't go any higher than $130. Right now, they have the Nyjah edition, which is Nyjah Huston's signature watch. He's an Olympian and a world champion street skateboarder. Dude has a Nike contract, so he's got a few pairs of Nike signature shoes that are all very dope, so he knows style, and his watch will be pretty dope as well. So those are on sale. Grab yourself the Nyjah. Any type. They have all sorts of fine jewelry made with 18-karat gold and platinum platings. So these are quality watches. And with the holiday season coming up, it's a perfect gift for yourself or loved ones. It's a great gift that's when you don't know, you can't get something too personal, or you don't know enough to get something personal. It's like, bam, here's a nice watch. Doesn't break the bank on your end, and they're happy with it. Movement is always a hit around the holiday season. So go to mvmt.com/KFC. Use code KFC at checkout. That's mvmt.com/KFC. MVMT is doing their biggest sale of the year right now. So go to mvmt.com/KFC and use code KFC at checkout. The sale is going on regardless, so just use the URL and the code so that we get credit. Tell them that KFC Radio sent you. It's mvmt.com/KFC, code KFC. Enjoy Bert Kreischer on KFC Radio, the greatest podcast interview of all time. Bert, I really want to see you naked.
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 Let's measure some balls.
All right, the holiday season is approaching. All I want for Christmas this year is YouTube subscribers. We got to get to 100,000. I want that 100,000 plaque.
Subscribers?
We've got a goal for all you out there, for everybody. At 100,000 subscribers, Polly Feidelberg will join us on the show. Maybe. Well, if not, we'll probably have to trick her into it. But at 100K, you will get Polly content. So subscribe, click the bell icon so you get notifications so that you're always watching. Leave a comment below. Talk about it. Post about it. Spread word. Tell your friends. 100,000 subscribers on KFC Radio for Polly Feidelberg. Let's make it happen.